as well. What's up, Joe?
Excited for this weekend. Lots going on. The Titans practice tonight. Cats game on Saturday for the championship. I mean, this is fun. This is what we live for, buddy.
Yeah, and I mean, look, we're getting some championship football leading into the NFL. The Hall of Fame game was on last night. I actually watched some of it. I got a little bone to pick with a certain television station.
Don't do it.
Coming up next.
I will. Okay, we'll get into that.
Are you going to argue with me on it?
I will defend.
Okay, that's fine.
Do you not think that the gubernatorial race is far more important than a really useless, baseless Pro Football Hall of Fame game? Be honest.
Then don't run the game.
You have to. You're obligated to the network.
Well,
but you're also obligated to break in for news that concerns your community.
I understand that, but with all these digital and sub channels and crap that they have now.
Yeah. What do we talk about that? People still love the big stick.
I understand.
Right? They love the big stick, whether it's on radio or TV.
Weather, you will never hear me argue. Ever.
So what's the difference?
Because life and death
is
involved with weather. Right. I don't think life and death is involved with who won the nomination for governor.
It still impacts your life.
It's impactful and it's important, and I'm not saying that. That it's not.
Thank you.
But they should have provided some sort of, hey, you can go and I never saw something pop up that said that they did.
Okay.
But it should have been explained more of, hey, we're going to carry her acceptance speech. You can find the game here. I never saw that. And I looked online.
I get the beef. I get the beef, but also I understand
that I'm not the only one that has beef. And
I know.
I have no ill will against your former employer,
I'm
WSMV.
one of the harshest critics of local TV you'll ever find. But in that matter, I'm fine with it.
Okay. Well, we'll table this for a second. Let's bring in our friend Jeff Jarrett. The Cats, of course, for the Arena Crown Championship game tomorrow, kickoff at 3. Double J, what's up?
Hello, guys. It's I had to step out. It's pretty cool. We are up here. All the owners of the AF1 are in town, and I'll just say this: they could not be more complimentary of F&M Bank Arena and the Cats, and most importantly, kind of the Cats Nation. They've heard all the great things about it, and so I think they're as excited as the fans are and myself to see the game tomorrow. So, gonna make history, but man, oh man, we are inching toward that sellout, and as you guys are well aware, as a promoter, that is the one thing. Those are the two magic words: sold out. So
yes,
we're hoping to get there, guys. We're getting close.
Well, and I love that. I guess it's been almost a year that you were having talks with Coach and others about getting involved in all of this, and you know how it is as a promoter. You want to sell your product, and obviously they did a good job of doing that. Now that you have been in the fight with them and seen it all the good, the bad, and everything in between, how shocked and I guess how pleased have you been to see how all this has come about? Because I think it's been a great season. Obviously a championship would be fantastic, but to see the support that the fans in the city of Clarksville have given, I know that has to make you very happy.
Well, and Chase, you and Joe, both of you could probably relate to this. We all love our professional wrestling, and I almost hate to give a professional wrestling analogy, but it's so simple but so accurate. When you see professional wrestling on TV, there's one context. When you go see it live, it's a completely different experience. And I got to tell you, I had never been to an arena game until I accepted this position, and coming on as managing partner. I wasn't sure what I was getting into, but I'd seen different television highlights and stuff like that. And we're talking about going back 20, 25 years when it was on NBC during the weekends. But when you see an AF1 game with the nets, and then you can score on kickoff and the pounding action, and you're kind of watching a mix of, I call it a little bit of ice hockey. The base of the game is obviously football, but just the hard-hitting action. The speed of the game is unbelievable. And I think you guys know better than me. That crazy stat last week, I think we scored on 7 of the first 10 plays. Forgive me if I'm butchering that, but just seeing the game live and in person, and that has been the trick. And what we've tried to do, really dialed into our social media in getting the clips and with the correct strategy. And you guys have been great partners. not just you guys, individuals of talent doing play-by-play in color, but, 102.5 and Cromwell and everything that goes with it. But we've introduced the game of arena football to the community of Clarksville in the Middle Tennessee area. And that's it, as a promoter, it's that simple. They love what they've seen. And here we are. Coach Arbette has got his team rolling. We're coming in here undefeated in the den, and so we just need one more to get that crown championship, and we are so close.
Oh, it's so good. Jeff Jarrett's with us. The game is at 3 o'clock tomorrow in Clarksville. Jeff, whoever came up with the mantra, the ball never dies, should get a bonus, because that is exactly how you describe AF1.
Well, you know what? I'll give a shout-out to Kevin Sullivan, KSTV, and myself, and us collaborating. But and I don't even know, Joe and Chase, if I've shared this with you guys, kind of how all that came about. As we were looking at film and creating marketing materials and everything that goes with it, the legendary broadcaster that we all love, Eli Gold, literally said that on a kickoff that hit the net, that bounced. One player picked it up. He got hit. Another fumble. The guy ran it back to about the 20, but maybe 10, 15-yard line. He fumbled, and then the kicking team scooped it up and scored. And he said during that, "Hey, folks, and they have won. The ball never dies." And we immediately knew that's the hook. Because that is the reality. So Eli is the one who coined the phrase.
That's great. I'll tell you what, Jeff, here's how I see the growth of what's happening in Clarksville. The very first game when Chase and I called back in April, we probably saw 10, 12 Cats jerseys. Last Sunday, I bet I saw 200 Cats jerseys, at least. Yep. To me, when you invest in a jersey like that, you're investing in everything. And I'm telling you, there's probably 3 times more than up there. But from your perspective, to see the genesis of this and how it's grown as a promoter, owner, everything. I mean, you got to be over the moon at the success what's going on in Clarksville. I
absolutely love it. And, as you're talking about jerseys, again, I put on my promoter cap, you have to have a game experience. And a part of the game experience is when you walking in F&M Arena on both entrances, what is the first thing you run into? Well, how about that? By design,
right.
It's a merch stand. But you have to price it right. You have to make the merch appealing, and where kids and families and moms and dads and whatever the demo would be. I think the design process that we really drilled in and looked at every piece, the hats, man, I could tell you a stat that would blow you away, but the amount of hats that have been sold is staggering. So hats and jerseys. But Joe, you nailed it. If people are going to invest, they have to believe in the product. If you're going to go spend more money, and not just to get into the game, because our ticket prices are very affordable, catsfootball.com. But that being said, if you're going to spend money on merch, you got to believe in the product. And that's the thing that I believe that just kind of the stars have aligned, that Arbette, he's looking for the thumb ring. He's got 4 championships. He's looking for that 5th. But he's put together a team. You guys know better than I do, because you actually call in the game and the stats and everything that goes with it. People love a winner, and boy, do we have a winning team.
Oh, absolutely. All right, 3 o'clock tomorrow, ball kicks off. What do you need to hear inside F&M Bank Arena tomorrow?
The first thing I need to hear when I wake up in the morning is those 2 words, sold out. And then from there, the place will be rocking. We've got the Major General as our Cats captain. So obviously, right across the border is Fort Campbell. So we've got a lot of positivity. We've got a cool halftime show that we're dialing into literally Music City, but a real community, my 2 acts that are performing. It's going to be a great night. I know one thing, the people are going to be loud and proud, and I hope that we lose the coin toss. I shouldn't say that, but I'll just say this. I hope we get to kick off, because I'd love nothing more than the game to start as a deuce, and everybody in the arena stands up and they're yelling deuce. You guys got to get goosebumps when you hear that chant just on the kickoff. So that's what I'm hoping for to happen to kickoff.
Yeah, Jeff Jarrett is with us. Okay, so you sparked a question when you were talking about merch and everything, because obviously that's a big part of pro wrestling. Everybody wears their T-shirts, and all the guys want their merch sold and stuff. When did all that kind of become a big thing in wrestling?
Merch?
Yeah, like T-shirts and all that stuff. Because I go to any event, I got to buy a T-shirt.
Well, and obviously in the 90s and the Attitude Era, but merch has been a part of professional wrestling dating back years and years and years. It's just grown like everything else. But, my grandmother, Richardson Southern, is a company here in Middle Tennessee that my grandmother partnered with years ago, and they started selling buttons of Jerry Jarrett. All it said was, "I love Jerry." But merch has always, but it's really developed. At the Attitude Era, with the catchphrases, took it over. And to me, when we looked at, and last year, our quarterback Tyler Kolka, somebody kind of put out as a meme or just kind of tongue in cheek, Kolkamania. Well, this year we got on board and we did the ID shoot, and his stats are unbelievable. His personality, he is so likable. We've said in our different calls and meetings that, man, oh man, just when the media interviews this guy, he's so likable. But good God, when he gets on the field, he is an assassin that just rips defenses to shreds. So, that's a part of, year 2 that we're going to be looking at is branding our players even bigger and better.
Well, I'll just say this about wrestling shirts. I got in trouble in 6th grade for wearing one that said, "Don't piss me off." So, there's
okay, Slapnut.
There you go. There you go. Jeff, I'll let you get back to your meetings. We appreciate you, and we're excited about tomorrow.
Looking forward to seeing you guys, man. You guys got the call on Vice. We got the championship game. Folks, get your tickets now because I think there's like less than 400 remaining, and they're going fast. So, catsfootball.com. See everybody tomorrow. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Thank you, Jeff. Appreciate it. Double J, Jeff Jarrett, joining us, talking some Cats football, and we always got to mix a little wrestling in there too. We're excited. We're going to once again be on the national TV call on Vice TV. We had a little production call yesterday. I mean, we're feeling good. We are big time. Nick and Jake will be doing the radio call here on 102.5 The Game. So you can hear Jake on play-by-play and Dr. Crane giving his analysis, which we know is going to be awesome. So this is it's cool. It's fun to be a part of.
Oh, it'll be a good time tomorrow. So they have a big a plaza party starting at noon, I think. So get up there and hang out and have a good time. I mean, look, as I said, I got to be honored. I was on Fox 17 this morning, and I said, whether it's bowling, lacrosse, softball, anytime there's a championship game, go. Because that's what it comes down to. It comes down to the championship game. They don't happen every day, and they sure as hell don't happen in your backyard every day. So get up there and watch the Cats play on Saturday.
Amen to that. We'll come back. We'll get into our question of the day and so much more. And also at 12:30, we'll talk to Jim Wyatt from the Tennessee Titans and Titans.com. So looking forward to that. Jason Big Joe, 102.5 The Game. Jason Big Joe, 102.5 The Game here on this Friday. Appreciate Double J Jeff Jarrett for joining us on the program.
Listen,
we're excited tomorrow.
That dude, and we know Jeff personally, and it's an honor to know him, but dude, his energy,
oh yeah,
it's palpable, which I had to look up years ago because I thought it was a disease, but it's right. But it's like you cannot help but like get behind him and want to fight people in a good way. And so we appreciate Jeff and everything, and Jeff Fisher and Mr. Pogue and everybody. So we got our guys on the radio call tomorrow, Dr. Crane and Jake Lyman. I mean, we're fired up for this tomorrow.
Yeah. What do they call it? The Den?
That's what he said. Yeah.
Yeah. Defend the Den.
I'll tell you years ago what I wanted to call when the Cats first started. They asked for names for Bridgestone Arena.
The litter box.
And they just I got nothing back. I wanted to call the kid the litter box. We put you in the litter box.
Yeah.
And they had like Alley Cat or some nonsense, stupid name 30 years ago. Get mad when I'll get selected. Right. So anyway, the Den. There we go. F&M Den.
F&M Bank Arena.
F&M Bank Arena.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead with our question of the day, and then I have a lot of things I got to rant about.
Sure, man. Well, you saw the thing with Akron the other day. University says call the play. So if you were able to call the first play, the Titans game versus the Jets, what play would you call? Has a bonus. If that call works, what's your second call? If you were to call the first play versus the Titans versus Jets, what do you call? And if it works, we're positive here, what's your next call? What's your first play of the game you would call?
I would call a shallow cross to Carnell Tate.
Okay.
Just give me 5 yards, whatever. Doesn't have to be anything crazy, but let's get the rook in the game early. Fans will get excited for that.
Okay, I'm good. Dr. Crane, your first call of the game. What are you doing?
We're doing a run up the middle. If it gets 4 or 5 yards, we follow that up with Spider 2 Y Banana.
What is that?
That's John Gruden's special, where you have that, I guess, H-back that rolls out to the right. You have that little bootleg to the right. It was the Andrew Luck special, man. Ran it all the time at Stanford.
So your first play of the game, you're going to run the ball.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nah, I'm passing.
All right, I'm taking what Chase had. I'm going to add something to it. I'm doing the hook and ladder. You know why? It never fails. Tate goes 8 yards out. You hit him. You have Io Manor or Wandale Robinson come underneath.
Oh, Wandale, yeah.
I'm telling you, man. Boom.
I like that.
That play goes. And if it succeeds, you do it again, other side. Boom. Give me the hook and ladder. Oh, Boise State, Oklahoma, prime example. There you go.
You know what I've always, like, when you ask these questions, some people will jokingly say, put the punt team out there, because the defense will be like, what the hell are they doing?
We did that. I told you the story.
Yeah.
We did it in junior college. We had the ball on the 8 yard line. Our coach punted. They had no returner. So the ball rolled to about the 20 yard line, negative 20. So they got the ball at the 20, put the defense out there. They were thoroughly confused. They go 3 and out, have a crappy punt. We get the ball back around 40. I think it's like the 42 or 43.
Yeah.
But it was great.
Did you score?
Watching them. I don't remember. It was a long time ago. So they would never do it in pros. But I'm telling you, the hook and ladder always works, but nobody wants to run it. The pros are so scared of doing anything trick-wise. That's why I loved Arthur Smith, because he was an offensive coordinator. I was like, hey, we're going to try this. Why not? I loved Art Smith. High school does it. College does it. Pros, very little creativity. Andy Reid. That's why we love Andy Reid. Andy Reid will do it. Other coaches won't.
Yeah. I love that.
Up the middle. Come on, Dr. Crane. Up the middle.
It sets up the play action of the Spider 2 Y Banana. I really do think a fullback in a certain offense is fantastic.
I would love put Jeffrey Simmons single wing leather helmet. Go. You're going to tackle him? I mean, I'll try, but I'm probably going to get a knee to the chin and I'm knocked out.
You go for the legs, man. You got to go down like a submarine. Go for the legs.
Then he steps on it. If you don't go it just right, Jeffrey Simmons going for the legs is great. But like with a Derrick Henry, when they know you're going and that knee comes up and that thigh comes up and hits you underneath your jaw, you're done. You might as well be on another planet. You know why I know that? Because we've all been there on that side when you've gotten the hell knocked out of you by a running back. That's it. So, it's a fun question. And it's funny because John Robinson did it preseason game with Make-A-Wish Foundation. You could bid on calling the first play. So they would raise untold thousands of dollars for Make-A-Wish, and then you call the first play of the game. Now, you just can't go in there and say, hey, Cam Ward, I want you to do quarterback sneak. They would give you a play, like 5 plays. Which one do you like? Oh, I like number 2, and they would do that.
Yeah. Let's see. We on our text line, B-Man says play action bomb to Tate for the touchdown.
Every play.
2104. We're going play action to the house. Second play onside kick. But you can't do the surprise anymore. That's the problem.
That's exactly right.
Also asked if the Cats is the Cats championship game like the soccer teams where they still play again next week. Nope. This is it.
This is it. See what you've done, Dr. Crane?
This is it. Jeremy in Clarksville. I'd run a play action pass with crossing slants followed up by a deep post.
Yes, all right. If you got time, that's going to take a little time to get set up.
Well, I think he's saying the second play is.
Oh, got it, man.
Yeah.
My bad, man.
Yeah. Give me Chad says, give me a little play action, have Cam roll out and either hit Ridley on a corner or Tate dragging across. So a lot of people are saying play action.
A lot of people, except one person.
Damn right.
Well, he's establishing the run to set up play action.
Thank you, Chase.
What's your second play? The rollout?
Spider to wide banana where the fullback kind of fades out to the right. It's fantastic.
You know, one of the plays that Heimerdinger drew up along with Wycheck was beautiful was the tight end delay. They would roll McNair to the right. Wycheck would stand in block. The linebacker would realize, all right, Wycheck's block. I got to drop in coverage. And then Wycheck would just sneak out, and he would hit. It worked every single time. McNair to Wycheck.
So I think I've told you the play that I designed for FRA one time, and it worked. Have I told you about this?
I don't remember.
I think we brought this up. All right. Trip or it was like zip right trips 52A fly, something like that was the, and I said that to Derek one day and he like broke down what
right.
But so basically the quarterback hands off to the halfback laterals over to the receiver. And
hold on, halfback's got to be going left or right. He can't be going to the middle because I'm crunching.
No. Hang on. It was a play action. That's what it was. So he fakes the handoff. Back goes this way to the left.
Okay.
So everybody bites at that point. And this is actually what happened. Everybody bites to the left because the running back's, acting like he's got the ball.
Sure.
Quarterback laterals over to the receiver, who is his brother, who then throws 30 yards downfield to a wide open receiver that has a linebacker to beat.
Okay. Where did that receiver line up?
They were all lined up together. It was like a bunch, like a trips, not
on the
a bunch,
right,
but yeah, on the
right. So the play goes left, you throw back right.
Yep.
Guy escapes and goes down the field.
Yeah,
okay,
because the corners and the safety both bid on the running back, and there was a linebacker just standing there. And I'm calling the game at this point, and I can see the linebacker when he sees all this happen go, oh bleep, because he knows he's got no shot. Because the receiver is a speedy little guy who's
right
40 yards downfield at this point.
So
he walks into the end zone.
So let me ask you this. Quarterback throws laterals to the receiver. What happens to the receiver's DB that's got him? Because I'm telling you, if I see the receiver drop back, I am hauling ass to take that receiver out.
But he bid on the play action. That was what coach thought would happen, and it's what happened.
Okay.
So
you got lucky.
Because so to go deeper into this, they had watched film and noticed that the corner was real quick to bite on whatever happened at the line of scrimmage.
Nice. Okay.
So when they fake the handoff, the corner drops in, and at that point, the receiver has already taken off and is streaking by him. So he tries to reverse field, but at that point, it's too late.
What a terrible defense you guys faced. I put all those guys on the bench. Good
It's high school
Lord.
football, Joe.
Yeah.
If I'm reading the receiver and I'm a DB, that's my guy. So when I see him drop back to the lateral, I'm hauling ass at him because I know what's happening.
Because it's a safety's job over the top to.
You hope.
Yeah, you hope.
You hope he's going to sit there. Hope that Amani Hooker's back there and is going to knock you down.
But yeah, so yeah, the linebacker stayed out, but again, you got a middle linebacker against a
Wow.
tiny little receiver.
Just you scored a touchdown?
Oh yeah.
What team was this y'all played? You can tell us?
East Robertson.
Was it really?
Yep.
Well, are you serious?
Last game of the year.
I'll tell you during the break, that's a God wink. That's a God wink you just told me.
Okay.
This is crazy.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll tell you during the break.
Okay. Yeah, because it was about almost 20 years ago, probably that ran.
What's FRA doing playing East Robertson?
This was when, remember they had that wacky scheduling in where like a lot of the private schools were still in D1 and
Oh yeah.
yeah. So we were in a division with Pearl Cone.
No, how'd that go? Wait, was that game Was that game at FRA or East Robertson?
Yeah, at FRA.
Okay.
Yeah. But no, we would play we played Pearl Cone twice here in basketball, and then
how'd that go?
Not well.
Oh man. Yeah, you rich boys aren't going to travel up East Robertson. You're not going up to Robertson County. You're like, we're good.
We
Come on down
did.
Here.
We did the year before.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you win that game?
I don't remember.
It's a good
Probably
little program up there.
I think we made the playoffs my senior year.
I don't think. I need to know. Who was the coach?
Dan McGugan.
Dan McGugan.
Yeah. I don't remember, dude. That was 20 years ago.
It's okay.
Which is just weird to say.
It is. What year did you graduate?
06. This is my 20th year.
What, you got a reunion this year?
I think so.
What do you mean you don't know?
I haven't sent anything out, but I think so.
Oh, he doesn't know. It's okay, buddy. we're your friends here.
I know.
We got you.
We're not inviting him.
We got you, man.
All right, coming up next, we'll talk to Jim Wyatt, TennesseeTitans.com, and ask him about this team, the scrimmage tonight. We'll do that next. Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game. Just for our man, Jim Wyatt, who joins us now, Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game. Hello, Jim. What's up?
Not too much. I appreciate you guys need to make it here for me coming in.
Oh, yes, sir. Always. Because we know that is your favorite. Hey, before we get into the football stuff, I saw the post from the Titans today that this is the first birthday we're celebrating without Coach Mack, Dave McGinnis, who passed away earlier this year. And I know you enjoyed working with him, and we all enjoyed being around him. But just taking a moment to remember Coach Mack today.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and when I watched that quarterback series on Netflix over the summer and heard so many of those calls from Coach Mack, alongside Taylor Zarzour last year, talking about Cam, it just kind of was another reminder that Coach Mack's no longer with us. Certainly, I think about him all the time. Drove past the Standard in Nashville about a weekend ago and thought of Coach Mack. That was his favorite spot. So he was a great guy, and certainly things won't be the same without him. But we still got the reminders inside the building. The OTP studio still got all those pictures of Coach Mack on their letters that people wrote to him. Just all the good memories they had of him. So he will never be forgotten, even though he's certainly missed here on earth.
There is no question about that, and obviously we'll be honored by being in the Ring of Honor, which was a very nice gesture by Amy Adams-Strunk to do that. So what have you seen from this team? They've had about 3 days of practice with pads, a couple of weeks into training camp, into the Robert Saleh era. What have you seen to this point?
Well, I mean, I like the direction. I like leadership. I feel like there's a plan, and I feel like the team's better, at a lot of positions. With that said, it's really too early to make any definitive statements about how good this team is going to be. So much hinges on what Cam Ward's able to do. I think he's had some good days. He's had some other days where he shows he needs to keep improving. There's still question mark on the offensive line. Still some position battles that need to be sorted out. I think we'll have a lot better idea of what things look like after some of these joint practices, starting next weekend against the 49ers and then obviously against the Seahawks and Bears after that. I think that's going to tell us a lot more. But I like the competitiveness. I think they're better in a lot of positions, especially receiver and linebacker. And I think defensive line has been impressive, but still jury's out on this 2026 squad. And the good news is you've still got about a month left to get ready.
I think one thing that's really stood out to me with the way Saleh conducts things is there is certainly a different, set of rules and a standard that maybe wasn't there in the previous regime. And a prime example of that is, him talking the other day, look, you're going to have scuffles in training camp. That. We've seen them over the years. Jeffrey Simmons has one of those, and he gets thrown out of practice, but he's still made to work. And that was something that really stood out to me that maybe wasn't there before, that Saleh is going to hold these guys to a higher standard, which I think ultimately is going to lead to a culture that can win. What was kind of your thoughts on how he handled that?
Yeah, I do. I know that it is one example you can point to where things are different. I know the play after the Jeff JC mix up. It's not. I know there were some people that felt like they immediately stopped practice and kicked Jeff out. Jeff was removed from practice after that, but Saleh didn't really huddle him up until the next play or two after a couple other guys got. I think he realized, hey, we're not going to do ourselves any good if we're fighting every play. And certainly message was that certainly is something that's going to be thrown back from Brian Callahan's face as far as the discipline part of it goes, because you're right. He didn't hold Jeff accountable on that one. But I think from a broader look at it, I just feel like with Robert Saleh, who's been a head coach before, Gus Bradley, who's been a head coach before, Brian Daboll, who's been a head coach before, and John Fossil, who's been interim coach, has coached for in this league. I just think as a whole, this staff is just in so much better position to demand respect from players. And, yeah, part of that could be, calling a guy out for starting a fight in practice, but I think it's deeper than that. I think it's what happens in meetings. I think it's what happens, on the practice field every day. I think the expectation is higher now because these guys know more of what it's supposed to look like. And the key is just to have a better product when the season starts here in September.
Talking to Jim Wyatt from Tennessee Titans. Jim, you know this. Back in 2006 when Floyd and Jeff brought in Kevin Mawai, David Thornton, and Chris Hope to kind of reestablish a culture change there, and just like they wanted winners in the locker room. I feel the same way, Jim, about Jermaine Johnson. I mean, Robert Saleh loves him. I cannot believe the Jets let him go for Devondre Sweat. I also think he's a guy that can talk to Simmons and a few of the guys like, look, here's why coach is doing this. Just trust him. He knows what he's doing. I think Jermaine Johnson is fascinating, and I think he's so underrated, Jim. I think he could be a huge key for this football team and their success in 26.
Yeah, and trivia, too, there was one more guy that was brought in that year. It was David Givens, who I'm sure you remember.
Oh, yeah.
From the Patriots, and he got hurt about halfway through that season and never really was a part of things moving forward. That was a good free agency class that kind of helped change the culture, and I agree. I mean, I think Jermaine Johnson's one of them. I think there are a lot of guys that have been here or have been in different places with Saleh and Dable, for that matter, whether it was with Saleh in New York or San Francisco or Dable in New York. He's got a lot of guys that and the reason those guys are here is because the coaches trust them. They know what they're like. They know how they're going to work. But I do think having a guy like Jermaine Johnson and having some of these other players, they can spread the message in the locker room, and they can create an expectation about what it's going to be like in camp and what it's going to be like when the season goes. I think this group, has a good nucleus of veterans that can help show the younger guys the way. And they're just overall, I mean, there's just a better mindset, better feel inside the building than there had been previously.
I love it. Jim, I'm sure you do calls across the country a lot. How much do you get asked about Will Levis when you're doing these interviews with the radio stations?
Not as much lately. Like, he came up last week, obviously, because he had his meeting with the media, and a lot of people, kind of made light of what he said and think there's not 32 quarterbacks in the league better than him. I have to be honest with you. I think I may agree with him. I think
right.
As this season plays out, I think you're going to see some quarterbacks across the league get benched, and you're going to think, wonder if Levis would be better off there. But he's kind of faded into the background more. I think the reason I get asked about him now is because people want to know what's going to happen to him. He's not the starter. Cam Ward's the starter. He's not the backup. Mitchell Trubisky's going to be the backup. So what do they do with Levis? And I think now they're just trying to give him opportunities. They're going to give him opportunities in these joint practices and preseason games. I think if other teams are intrigued and want to make a trade for him, certainly the Titans would listen. And so the question with him is he here in 2026?
Right.
Or is he somewhere else? And I think the answer there really hinges on what other teams might be thinking, and we're just going to have to wait and find out what they are thinking.
Jim, have they found this year's Gennaro DiNapoli at center?
Oh, man. Have you Googled Gennaro DiNapoli's name lately?
No, please. Is it good or bad?
Just Google his name.
Okay.
And see what
I'll do it. Well, the question is, have they found a center?
I think that's another one that we'll find out in time. I do think, and I thought this from the day they signed him. I think Austin Slopeman was brought here because he knows the system, because he is able to communicate what the coaching staff wants. He's played in some games. I kind of like his personality and his approach. I think he is the starting center when the season begins, but he's going to have to prove he can do it, week in and week out. The question, I think, to me, is who's going to be the right guard, and it's between Cordell Volson, who I kind of consider a favorite, and Jackson Slater. and potentially a player to be named later. I think the approach they're taking there is giving all these guys in camp an opportunity to show what they can do. And if they're not confident after some of these preseason games, then you could see them maybe go to the waiver wire and sign somebody. You remember the name Josh Klein from many years ago?
Oh, yeah.
He was signed in September before the season started. Then he became a full-time starter. I'm not saying for sure that's happened this year, but I'm saying that's been done before. And I think Titans will keep looking at their options as they try to figure out what's happening at guard.
Do you feel like, though, just kind of sticking on the center for a second, that maybe Pat Coogan is a little ahead of where they thought he might be?
Well, I like Pat Coogan. I mean, it was crazy when they had a practice. The first day fans were there, and the offensive linemen kind of moved over to do their positional drills in front of that big stands that they set up. And Pat Coogan, his first practice in pads, his first camp. He's the guy that's kind of putting his arms up, ramping up the crowd. I mean, he's very comfortable. That's what he did at Indiana. You guys, that's another guy.
Yep.
You probably remember when some of these inspirational speeches he made. He's very comfortable. He's very. I like his work ethic and his approach. I think he's going to have a chance to prove he's ahead because he's all about putting the pads on and just turning them loose and letting them go. And I know they like what they've seen in him, but it's still really early, and he's going to have to go up against some of these defensive linemen that are better than what he faced at Indiana and Notre Dame.
Yeah, no doubt. Jim, always appreciate the time.
One more, Jim. Hold on. Jim, who is this year's Joel Fulani on that team over there?
Joel Fulani.
Sorry. I can only do these jokes with you. That's it. That's why I got a bunch of them.
Who's the next Isaac Bird?
I thought you asked me about my thoughts on the new T-Rac, but so I'm glad you didn't.
I'm staying away from that one, Jim. I know you like your job.
On Twitter, but I don't know. I don't know if I don't want to put the jinx on somebody next to Fulani.
Right.
Isaac. Bird had a career. Fulani did kind of flamed out a little bit.
Well, remember, it was always for like 4 training camps. It was Paul Williams, Fresno State.
Yeah.
Yep.
Paul Williams,
Yeah.
that guy, and he never played a damn down.
Number 11.
Yeah, it's
I
always
don't know
Paul
why
Williams.
I remember that, but
Yeah.
well, it was
Yeah.
funny, Jim. I don't know if you saw when D-Mace did his ice bucket challenge for Chris Johnson. He actually challenged Isaac Bird. He goes, "Wherever you are, I challenge Isaac Bird."
Well, Jim, look, we hope the Titans are good because we worry about your mental health covering this team for so long. We want this team. Look, we love what Salah said the other day about finding your way to the huddle was amazing, beautiful. We love that. We want this team to be good, mainly so it'll make you feel better, Jim.
Well, I appreciate that. It's hard to believe this is year 28 for me. I've seen the best of times. I've seen the worst of times, and certainly. I'd like to see this team get back on top of two seasons in a row with 3-14 records. It can be a drag in November and December. And so, yeah, I hope the team gets better. And I saw your piece you wrote off of Salah's comment about finding your way back to the huddle. Joe, you always have a good touch on
thank you, buddy.
And perspective on things. I enjoy reading your work on your website. So, but, yeah, I think, for everybody around Nashville, it's time for this team to start winning games again. It's time for this team to be being the butt of jokes around the country, and I do think things are headed in the right direction. So we'll see what happens.
Jim, appreciate it as always. Enjoy the scrimmage tonight, and enjoy San Francisco next week.
Okay, appreciate it. Y'all have a good weekend.
You too. Jim Wyatt from TennesseeTitans.com joining us here on the program, and always love our conversations with him. It's hard to believe a week from last night they will play the first preseason game in Santa Clara against the 49ers. And I'm ready for it. We're looking forward to it.
If the Niners have a team.
Yeah, maybe. They might want you to, long snap.
I mean, this substation story that
Dr. Crane can play some fullback, and we'll have H-back maybe.
I've played many positions: center, left guard, left tackle.
It's a family show.
Well, Not those positions. Let me clarify. Fullback, running back, kicker,
Good
punter.
Lord.
Okay,
when we come back, can you explain this substation story about San Francisco
Please,
injuries? Because it's taken off now. If you haven't heard this story, stick around for this.
It is fascinating. We'll have that coming up next. Chase and Big Joe, 102.5 The Game. Chase and Big Joe, 102.5 The Game here on this Friday. We're presented by the Omni Nashville Hotel. Our training camp coverage is presented by Tennessee Brew Works, Parman Energy, the Music City kickoff game as well. So we appreciate them for being on board for that, and appreciate Jim Wyatt for joining us as well. 615-737-1025 is our phone and text line, driven by WilsonCountyHyundai.com. If you want to weigh in on our question of the day, which is,
get to call the first play, Titans versus the Jets. What play are you calling? And with a positivity factor here, if that play works, what's your second play? But we want to know your first play and then your second play. But your first play has got to work, and we're going to analyze it and judge it.
Yes, we will. But first, let's go to our conspiracy desk, and Dr. Crane is standing by with the substation in Santa Clara. So take it away, Dr. Crane.
Thank you. It is electric out here. I had to start off with that. I apologize. But no, the 49ers, 20% of their roster is not even practicing. And I think that's a big concern because a lot of those injuries are somewhat soft tissue injuries. Some are fractures, but majority of them are soft tissue. I mean, let's go down through the list real quick. Mike Evans, quad injury. Deshaun Stribling, rookie, hamstring. Ricky Pearsall with a knee injury, PCL, out for the season. Christian Kirk, calf injury. Jordan James, a rib injury. Kalon Black, Indiana rookie running back, adductor. Mikhail Kamara is a knee injury. Keon White, another adductor injury. And then Malik Mustafa with a hamstring. That's not even including another injury that happened, which was a broken finger, and that was Kyle Juszczyk, the fullback.
So explain how the substation next to the practice field, people are blaming that on this.
Yeah, so the conspiracy theory is you look at this substation, it's an EMF field, which is an electromagnetic field. It's right next to the facility. So people are thinking the EMF may be messing with the soft tissue of the body, which is a possibility. Now, the big thing that I don't appreciate, and it's coming from the higher ups of the 49ers,
Okay.
they've said they've brought in a scientist that has been unnamed.
Right.
So, how do we know if it's really a scientist that's come in and investigated this?
All right.
So they're saying it's a nothing burger.
Okay.
I'm all for wearing a tinfoil hat as a regular ball cap because this, I believe, is a problem.
All right. By the way, I had no idea that EMF stood for that. I thought EMF stood for something else.
Well, it does, but no, this is electromagnetic field.
All
Yeah.
right. God, so I know that. But
I know what IMF stands for.
But people are buying into this, right? I mean, they are. I mean, there's a
AMF.
Twitter account, and there's a ton of people buying into this.
I'm bought into it. I do think it is a big issue because if you have this many injuries, and I get a lot of the players on that roster are veterans, George Kittle, Christian McCaffrey, even Mike Evans in this case.
Okay.
But when you have some rookies in this, like Deshaun Stribling, Kalon Black, these guys should not be having hamstring injuries as rookies. They're 22, 23-year-olds.
All right, explain that further. So what are they saying the EMF is doing?
It's damaging the soft tissue in the body of the player. So basically, being that close to an electromagnetic field station, power station like that,
Okay.
it's causing some interference with the body, which causes, I guess, being more prone to injury.
this sounds like some stuff from Star Trek.
Does it not?
He's Mr. Data, and he's explaining to us what's going on.
Well, I would get it if there were like 4 or 5, but if there's 20 plus guys that are injured during camp, it's
Let's
something else.
let's all use common sense here for a quick
Why
second.
would you want to do that?
I'm just bear with me for a second.
Okay.
When you go around an electric substation, aren't there massive fences that say do not touch, do not go
Yes.
near? So why would you put a multi-million-dollar franchise, billion, excuse me,
Yeah.
right next to a power substation that is possibly going to damage not only the current form of the team, but each one of these players' lives in the future?
Did they build the substation when they built the whole complex?
What came
I
first?
don't know. I think it might have been the substation first. I'll
Okay.
double check.
But I
that.
wonder if they had to build the substation to go along with the whole complex.
Because don't they?
Is their practice facility right next to
Yes.
the stadium?
Yeah, right next to Levi Field or Levi Stadium, whatever
Yeah.
it is.
Okay, so that would make some sense.
Yeah. So, Dr. Crane, you want to establish yourself as a doctor?
So the
Figure this
the
out.
substation came first. So that is on the 49ers for building the facility right next to the substation.
But how much sooner did it come? Like, again, that's what I'm asking. Did they have to build it because they were building?
It says in 1996 that was the infrastructure of it, or 1986, excuse me. And then the team built the facility next to it in 1988. So 2 years later.
Wait, hold on. I'm so confused. They've only been at Levi Stadium since 2000.
Practice facility.
But I think the practice facility is always
All
been
the way
since-
down in Santa Clara. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Huh.
Okay. Well, that's interesting.
All
I'm
thoroughly
going to say
confused.
is Titans fans and football fans around the world, just get ready for Thursday night. Mac Jones versus Will Levis.
I'll watch
Because
it.
that's probably what you're going to get.
Oh, I that's fine. I'll take it with a little spice of Hendon Hooker thrown in.
Yep. So their quarterbacks are Brock Purdy, Mac Jones, Adrian Martinez, and Curtis Rourke.
Adrian Martinez is there.
Yeah.
Almost a former Tennessee Vol.
Yep.
He played Butch a little bit and got a
Yep.
scholarship to Nebraska.
And Curtis Rourke was at Indiana.
All right. I'll take Will Levis. I hope Will Levis has a hell of a game.
I mean, I think Cam should start and play a series, but
Probably not. Probably not. But the
But he
joint
should.
practice is Tuesday.
yeah.
I wonder if this is a concern for the Titans about this substation.
Oh, probably.
Because they're all superstitious
Yeah.
I'm just curious.
If you eliminate seed oils in your diet, I'm sure the substation's on somebody's mind.
Right. That's a good point. That's a great point. God, you're just the best, man.
And
Every show needs a doctor.
you know who else we'll get to see a little bit of? Jordan James. When he a Brentwood Academy guy?
He was. No. He went to Oakland, then went to Oregon. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's the reason that my school got a slap on the wrist here locally.
Okay.
Good for him. That'd be awesome. But he's injured. Dick said Jordan James is injured, I think. He was part of the injury list. He just rolled down.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
We'll talk to Uncle Chris Sanders coming up next. Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game. Hour number 2, Chasing Big Joe on a 2-5 The Game on this Friday. Let's talk some more football with our man, Chris Sanders, Forever Titans wide receiver, who joins us now. Uncle Chris with us. What's up, Chris?
What's up, man? Carnell Tate. Come on, man. You got to get excited.
I am excited. All right, Chris. So our question of the day is, if you could call the first play for the Titans in their preseason game next Thursday against the 49ers, what would you call?
It will be trips right, X post. That's what I read. Trips right, double go, X post. That's what I would run, because it will be a post to Carnell Tate, touchdown. Let's get all excited.
Okay.
That's all I want. That's it. That's simple. Y'all go over there and run go routes. We'll let Carnell Tate run a post. How about that?
Okay, because they'll probably get single coverage on him and he can beat his guy touchdown.
Yeah, absolutely. Because you go a 3-by-1 set, you let all them run go routes over there, and you let Carnell Tate run, a single route against a boundary corner, run a post, and then everybody be excited. You'll be happy. I'll be happy, and guess what? It's going to be all right.
I tell you what, if they run that first play of the game, that means Brian Dable listens to the Chasing Big Joe show.
They do. Yeah. I mean, but the thing about it is we always talk about, getting the fans excited and kind of starting with rhythm and having fun doing some things. Sometimes you need to get out of your box, because if you look at the offense last year, the offense was so predictable. You knew that they were going to, run first and then pass. If they just on the first play of the game, just drop back and throw it and let Carnell Tate go up and catch the ball, man, I'm telling you, you're going to see some excitement.
What's the craziest trick play you were ever a part of?
The Music City Miracle.
You're on the bench.
I was sitting there cheering, but it was really cool, because to see it come into fruition and to see it actually work, and then Kevin Dyson run for the touchdown, and then it get kicked to Lorenzo Neal, who couldn't catch a cold, and then you got Frank Wycheck, whose arm was bad at the time, but then you throw it to Kevin Dyson, who wasn't supposed to even be in the game. Man, that was just one of the most special plays I've ever seen.
Well, have you ever, all right, how about a call during a game? All right, Chris, because I said my first play of the game is a hook and ladder, because that play always works. That's what I would call anything that comes to mind that's like, why are we running this? Like, oh my gosh, it worked.
Yeah, when I ran against, I ran a reverse against the Miami Dolphins, and I still have minus 36 yards. That's when I looked at the play the second time, like, this isn't working for me. I'm like, you gonna call it again? I got hit in the other time, and then you're gonna call it again. But it's a rhythm thing, to where you got to catch the defense off balance, to where if you just call a trick play and on the first play of the game, it's not going to work, because the team is going to be in a defense is going to just kind of figure what the offense is about. It's just Dable's got to find a rhythm into finding a way to really call a trick play.
Matt from Paris says, now I know what play NBA is going to run against Henry County tonight.
Yes.
Do y'all have
actually?
Do you have a jamboree game?
No, we got a scrimmage against just a straight out scrimmage against Henry County, who's physical, big, and strong. So I'm very excited. And I just tell you, these days that we talk about, like on Fridays, it just feels different. You see how geeked I am and how excited I am, because football is at hand.
Yeah, it is here. What would be your advice to Carnell Tate going into his first preseason game? First time he's putting on the uniform and going out there, and I know it's preseason, doesn't count, but for him it does, because of the experience. So what would your advice be?
I would just be yourself. I mean, because the thing about it is, if you go out there and just be something that you're not, then that's when you're going to make a mistake. You got to understand that even though you got drafted fourth, even though there's a lot of pressure on you, it's still football. Just go out there, make the plays that you made at Ohio State, make the plays that you've been making in camp, and just go out there and show, not just show the coaches they can trust you, but show the fans that, hey, this is why we got them the fourth pick of the draft.
So the Titans put out a video of Cam literally putting it right in a bucket to Carnell Tate. And I mean, obviously you want to see that all day long, but let's see it against another opponent. If they truly can get on the same page like that, where can this team go this year?
I mean, I think they can do some big things. I mean, you need some more explosive plays, because if you look at, last year at the offense, they struggled a lot. They was one of the worst scoring offenses in the league. So now you got Carnell Tate, who's a scoring machine. I think he had 9 or 11 touchdowns last year, and he makes plays. And then also you're going to make everybody around you better. You're going to make Calvin Ridley better. You're going to have a running game with Pollard and Spears, the guys that can make plays. So when you have a receiver that puts fear in opposing defenses, man, he's going to make your offense so much better.
Let me ask you this. The offensive line from 1995 to 1999 for the Oilers/Titans, that 99 offensive line was badass.
Woo!
How important is it that they get these 5 in sync for this 26 team in order for Cam Ward to be successful?
I mean, you said it. You said the key word is in sync, and the way you be in sync is everybody has to play together and stay healthy. That 1999 team was amazing. I mean, you had Bruce Matthews, you had Brad Hopkins, guys that knew each other. It's kind of like this. I shared it last week. You're running outside zone. They're running to a gap, and the reason why they're running to a gap is because the running back can make one cut and move. And the thing that I love about what I just said is those guys were in position to be in their spot, and they trust each other. You got an offensive line of guys that haven't really played together, but at the end of the day, they're going to have to figure out a way to trust each other and have the same eyes.
Do you want your receivers at NBA to know what the other receiver is doing? And I ask this because is it okay for the right guard to know what the left guard who needs to block and the right tackle? Because it gets confusing. But if I know that the guy next to me and I'm playing right guard, I know that the tackle on the run play is kicking out the end, and I don't have to worry. I mean, it just makes things easier, I think.
Yeah, it does. And you said it, the receivers, I make sure they know every position because you may get into a 2-minute drill to where you may line up at the X or you may line up at the Z, but when they call the play, you know the concept of what we're doing. So if we have a curl flat on the right to where you run the curl and you run the flat, even though you line up on the opposite side, if you line up on the opposite side and you have a hitch, but then you go in 2-minute drill and you line up as the Z, you know that I got the curl and number 2 has a flat. Now you had a situation with the offensive line to where if you have a guy that pulls and a guy doesn't, he gets hurt, another guy comes in, he's going to have to talk to him on what he has to do, and that's exactly what I'm talking about.
When you were corrected in camp or a game or something, how did Fisher correct you when you messed up? Did he – because we talked to Tim House about the other day because when Cam Ward makes a mistake in practice, but then you say, don't do that, and then he does it again. You're like, Cam, don't do this. He does it the third time. You're not kicking that guy to practice, right?
No.
And Tim said, what you do, bring him into a film study with the team and embarrass him there, but in a good way. Does that work?
Yeah, it does. And the thing about it is I think as coaches, instead of talking at Cam, talk to him. So when you talk at him, you're like, man, you suck. You stink. You shouldn't look. You shouldn't make that play. But when you're talking to him, you're correcting him with constructive criticism. So now you're looking at film. Hey, Cam, watch the safety. Hey, watch the Cowboy blitz. Cowboy blitz is when they're blitzing in the boundary. So when you're looking at those things, even though he's wrong, correct him and talk at him as opposed to talking to him.
Chase and I had this discussion the other day. In practice, should Cam try to do things that he wouldn't do in a game? I say no. It's a waste of time because you're never going to try to fit it in triple coverage, right? So he should be doing things that he's only going to do in a game, right?
Yeah, because if you get in practice and you do those things, what's going to happen? You're going to do exactly the same thing in the game because in practice, you're going to think that you're Superman to throw it in a tight window or throw it into a spot to where the only receiver can. So now you're going against the defense. You're going to get it going against the Jets the first game, and now you're feeling that same type of, I can get it in the window or I can get it in a spot, and he's going to feel like he can throw it in there and then throw an interception. Just do what you do. Take what the defense gives you, and when you do that, that's exactly what you're going to do in the game.
Yeah, don't be Superman, right?
No, don't be Superman. Just make the play because at the end of the day, if you throw an interception, you can't be Superman if you sit on the sideline.
Right.
This is true.
Right. So, look, me, you, and Dr. Crane and Chase, we talk a lot about faith and life when you come on. And Robert Saleh the other day, Chris, talked about when Jeffrey Simmons got thrown out of practice and how he wants the defense to antagonize the offense up to a certain point. Then Robert Saleh said, Chris, find your way back to the huddle. And to me, that is a massive metaphor for life. Find your way back home. Find your way where you're safe. Find your way where you're comfortable. Find your way back to huddle. Chris, I'm telling you, man, that phrase hit me in a way that I haven't been hit in a long time. I just thought that was powerful for more than just football and sports. Find your way back to your home. You're one of 11. Find your way back to the other 10 to be that team, right? I mean, it just hit me so strong.
Because the thing about it is, just imagine when you go home, you have a dad, you have a mother, you have siblings. It's a safe place. So when you go back to the huddle after you made a mistake or get into a fight, you can always go back home and get comfort. You always, every player needs that. We go through situations, we go through trials, we go through life, but always have an open door to where you can go home. And I'm glad that you said that, because at the end of the day, we think we mess up or get in a fight or this and that you can't always be welcome back home. I'm not trying to preach right now, but I'm going to say a little bit. Luke 15, when a prodigal son messed up, it says the father was waiting for him to come back home. After he made mistakes, after he blew it, he was looking and waiting for his son home. Why? Because it says this. He said he gave him a fatted calf, he gave him a robe, he gave him the ring. Why? Because there's comfort in his love waiting for you.
Oh, that's beautiful. And I was telling Chase and Dr. Crane, when I went to junior college to play football, I'd never been at home away for 8 weeks. And I hugged my mom and I said, all right, I love you. She's like, don't come home. And I was like, what? She says, you can if you want to, but don't come home. I need you. You need to figure this out, but you can always come home. And I was like,
yeah, it's like right. It's like you can come home, but you can't stay here. I mean,
yeah, right. She knew. I mean, like when you went to Columbus, Ohio, were you not homesick coming from Denver? I mean, it's a whole new world for you.
I wanted to quit. And nobody really knows this story. I mean, just going through so many trials and tribulation and being a small fish in a big pond, and I didn't really know my identity, confused. I was on the verge of quitting. I'm like, I can't do this. I mean, can I even play this game? And, I hurt my knee. I was Prop 48, had to sit out for a year. I'm like, I don't want to do this. But at the end of the day, I had to grow up. And the way you grow up is facing it. You know what? Yeah, I'm going through trials and tribulations. Yes, I'm going through adversity. But guess what? I stepped in that huddle and just did what I had to do. And guess what? Enjoyed the process and now became one of the greats of all time.
Why did you not quit?
I had people in my life that wouldn't let me quit. And that's my mom, because I'm going to give you a perfect example. My senior year, let me start my junior year. My junior year, they wanted me to do spring football, but I couldn't do it because I ran track because I was doing well. So then now I get to my senior year and they start a junior. So now I'm on my way to go to practice. After the game, we played Fresno State, and I called my mom. I said, Mom, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. I'm tired of going through all this and not seeing the results. But this is what she said. I'll never forget it. She said, baby, it's going to be all right. And then the next week, they put me back in the starting rotation. I scored a touchdown against Pitt. I scored 2 against Wisconsin, 2 against Purdue. Went from not being known to getting drafted in 1995, the 67th pick.
Baby, it's going to be all right. Oh, man, only a mom could deliver that.
Yeah. Woo.
And when mom says
man.
it, yeah, you listen for sure.
Thanks for sharing that, man. I appreciate that, buddy.
Man, thank you, man. Appreciate y'all, man.
Chris, good luck against Henry County, and we appreciate it. We'll talk to you next week.
Love you, brothers. Thank you, man. Thank you.
Absolutely. That is Chris Sanders, Forever Titans wide receiver, joining us here on the program, and we always feel better after our talks with
Imagine,
Chris.
I mean, getting coached by him. I mean, a guy
Oh,
who's been through it all, scored touchdowns in college and NFL, and a great receiver, and it's like, just do what I ask you to do. And then we talk about this. All these players that come and play for the Titans end up staying here.
Yeah.
A lot of them coach high school football. I didn't have that growing up, which is great for these kids now because they've been to that high level and a coach could say, look, here's how I got to A, B, C, and D, and you can do it too. I just think we're very lucky and very blessed here in Middle Tennessee.
Amen. We certainly are. We'll come back with more Chase and Big Joe, 102.5 The Game. Chase and Big Joe, 102.5 The Game here on this Friday. That's good stuff right there. Joe's you're making Joe feel good.
I mean, the video, this guy has got his shirt open, hairy chest, smoking a cigarette, palm trees behind Bertie Higgins, right?
It is.
Palm trees behind him. I mean, come on, it's no better than that.
I'm impressed that you know that.
It's comical because the way he described it, it's spot on.
Yeah, I mean, he looks like a little Burt Reynolds in a way and doing all that, so it's great. I mean, you cannot be in a bad mood listening to Bertie Higgins. You just can't. Not at all.
I'm glad you're not.
Thank you, buddy.
I'm glad you feel good about it.
Feel really good.
Feel great about it.
Some really good stuff.
Good stuff. So earlier today, so I guess NFL Network is at Titans camp or is over at the facility. You know, they go to all 32 training camps at one point. And we saw this on X of Robert Saleh sitting down with Kurt Warner and Daniel Jeremiah, and we both were like, "This is really good." So we want to play. It's about 6 minutes long.
There's 2 questions they asked, which are really, really good about this Titans team. We both like, we perked up a little bit.
So here is Robert Saleh with Kurt Warner and Daniel Jeremiah from earlier today from the NFL Network.
What profession you're in, and there was a lot of growth, a lot of learning experiences. There was a lot of different things that we faced, a lot of adversity, a lot of good moments. But with every single moment, you know, you just chalk it up as experience, and so there's less curveballs, less panic, if you will. There's a lot of things that I can recall from, and then even going back to San Francisco and just trying, taking a step back with a new lens of being a head coach and just watching Kyle and John operate was also a great learning experience for me. So there's been tremendous growth. I can't sit here and give you the laundry list, but I'm definitely different than the first time.
What was on that roster to-do list when you first got here? Obviously, some key pieces in place, but you guys have added a lot of new pieces. Was there a theme or a focus in this first go at it?
Yeah, just from the defensive side, you're going from 3-4 to 4-3 attack, from read front to attack front. So bringing in guys on the D line that understood our system, knows how to play it, and obviously the body types. Solidifying the back end with Flott and Alante, and then on offense, we focused on getting some guys in here that were familiar with Dave's system as he installs that, because we feel really good about DK, we feel good about Ridley and Alec, and obviously the backs. And it was just adding some compliments to that offense to help it kind of scoot along with regards to install. But otherwise, you're always competing. You're always trying to get better in every spot. And I think Borgo and his staff did an awesome job identifying talent and bringing them in.
We always talk in this business about building culture. And when you're coming to a place that hasn't won in a while, I know that's a first thing that you want to establish. When you come in here and you say, I got to build a culture, what is the first thing that you attack within the building?
It's the people. Like I always tell people, like, culture, a lot of people confuse culture with words. The words are what we envision. The people are the ones who execute. And so you're trying to find the people that can execute your vision with regards to what you want it to look like day in and day out. And so you're putting it to paper. What do you want this team to look like? What is your vision? What do you want an athlete to look like? Not just as a arm length and all that stuff. That's the athlete is fine, but what does the character look like? And then don't waver. If you want an effort guy, don't get a fat guy who's lazy. That's not building culture. So that's sometimes hard to do, because sometimes those athletes can kind of mesmerize you and just kind of put you in a trance. But you stay disciplined to the focus, and at the end of the day, people win championships. Always have, always will, and that's been the main focus.
We had an old scout one time and said, "Fat guys stay fat." I always remember that. He brought that one back to me, Coach. We had a chance to visit with Jeff Simmons, and you talk about just a dominant player. But the first question I asked him was, this new front, this attacking style, how do you like it? He couldn't wipe the smile off of his face.
Yeah, he is talented, man, and he's fiery. He's definitely the voice of this football team. he's elite in every way. His work ethic, the way he takes care of his body, the way he studies, all of it. And they always say money only makes you more of what you already are. And I know he got a nice extension this offseason, and he's only ramped it up with regards to wanting to be a leader, wanting to work, wanting to show the way. And so couldn't be happier having him.
Let's jump to the leader on the other side. We know it's so much a quarterback-driven league, and we've seen some moments last year with Cam Ward. Early impressions of the young man.
He's a dog. I mean this in the best way possible. Like he is. He's always bugging me for more reps. He goes, give us another rack, give us another shot. He's always talking smack with the defense, which is new for me. Quarterback usually going right back to the coordinator to get a call, and he's so fiery and competitive and talented, can make any throw. And I was actually talking to someone today, I always feel like from a defensive perspective, the great quarterbacks know when you bust, right? Yeah. Like there's space and they know where to throw the ball. Yeah. They find it, and instinctually, like when we bust, we're cooked. He sees it, he feels it, and he just lets the ball rip. And he's got a long way to go, which we all understand and he understands. But like he's one of those kids that he's just relentless from the second he wakes up till he goes to bed. He's trying to find a way to get better.
I know you're a defensive guy, and so you always want to draft all defensive guys, right?
No doubt.
But you guys went out and helped Cam by drafting Carnell Tate early, going to get Wan'Dale Robinson. Just early returns on those guys and how they've helped Cam to grow.
Yeah, they're we've got a really cool mixture. Like I said, you got Bellinger, you got both backs, Wan'Dale, and of course we have Ridley. So you got some experience, and then you got the youth with Alec and Gunnar Helm, and then Carnell coming in and DK. So you've got a really cool mixture of youth with experience, and they're helping those guys coming along. And I'm looking forward to the joint practices with the three teams that we've got, because that'll really show when the pitcher changes, the stimulus changes.
Of course,
guys get you guys know it. You guys get used to each other. It gets redundant, and but they're competing like heck. They're learning. They're getting better every day, and like I said, I'm just looking forward to next week with the stimulus changes.
They're going to be tough, Kurt. He's wearing long sleeves and sweatpants, and I'm dying out
here. Jeffrey Simmons was too.
Is coming from this guy.
But I tell you what, you've brought a lot of excitement to this organization. I know the players here, so we're all excited to watch the growth that you guys make.
That was Robert Saleh earlier with the NFL Network with Daniel Jeremiah and Kurt Warner. Really good questions by them.
Listen to his answers, Chase, compared to what we've been hearing the last 2 years. I mean, it's just football, big, strong men. We're going to fight. We're going to tear you apart. I mean, if you're a Titans fan, you love this guy. I want this guy to succeed so much and be here for so long. I love it, man. Yeah. I just love the tenacity. And he said something else, too, about Jeffrey Simmons' contract. And he's like, I love Jeffrey. He goes, they tell you money makes you more than you already are.
Right.
And like, he's a good dude. He's a humble dude. He plays hard, loves his teammates. This is not going to change him in any shape, form, or fashion. I mean, come on. He's throwing out Zig Ziglar lines that we're like, I'm loving this thing. So this is great.
And obviously, look, I think for the fan base, they got to see it on the field. They've been sold a bill of goods before. I mean, look, we all liked Brian Callahan when he first got here, and then, started to see some things that concerned us, and obviously it didn't work out. I think Vrabel kind of soured on some people towards the end of how he was, but look, right now it's easy to hear it in the media, but can it translate on the field? And that's what I think we're all waiting.
But I'm
see.
not sure we heard that.
No, we didn't.
The last 2 years or the last 2 years of Vrabel. I mean, but now to hear that, and then he said, we brought in guys who understand what we're doing. We talked about that with Jim Wyatt last hour. Brought in guys who understand what we're doing. I think Jermaine Johnson is going to be a hell of a player.
I think so too. And I love the line that he said of, fat guys typically stay fat,
Right. I know that from 40 years of experience.
Right.
Yes.
So like, if you're looking, if you bring in a fat, lazy guy, that's not good culture. So I thought that, and to me, that was T'Vondre Sweat.
Who they trade for him?
Jermaine Johnson.
It all makes sense now. We cracked the code, people.
Yeah, it certainly does. We'll have more on that. Plus, it's time to address a raccoon. We got to talk about it. And we will do so
Okay.
coming up next. Chase and Big Joe, 102.5 The Game. Chase and Big Joe, 102.5 The Game on this Friday. Hey, you can catch Sounds Baseball as they take on the Memphis Redbirds tonight down there in Memphis. First pitch at 7:05. Catch all the action on 94.9 The Fan, presented by Twin Peaks Family Leisure, Maple Street Biscuit Company, and Social Cantina.
You know exactly what you're doing.
I'm doing.
When you do that,
bringing them out.
Man, I got Sunny and Red down here. Memphis Redbirds. I used to be a loser Cardinals. I was going down to New Orleans. I said I'm going to be down there for a little bit. Now tell me,
taking him in a fight. I don't know, you might.
Tell me, is that not Peyton Manning? They're all the same.
It's Peyton, that is for sure. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel at 102.5 The Game for live shows and exclusive content. You can see our smiling faces, so please do that. That would be great.
I watched at home on the big TV.
Yeah,
pretty good, man.
We do some good stuff there.
We do.
Connor and Parker out there at Titans camp. Dr. Crane's done some stuff at Nashville SC.
Yeah.
I think he's going to do his cooking show at some point.
Congratulations tomorrow, right? Weekend huddle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess a new chapter in some form, but yeah, Brandon Bigsby.
Yeah.
Hopping along for the ride.
Yeah.
Love
He's going to join, and Christian have a little more of a prominent role along with Dr. Crane as Connor is now doing the 6.
Love it.
And stuff. Basically, what I've realized is I can't work these guys to the bone, so I got to give them some time off.
Right.
So
but I will
what it
not tomorrow. I listen every Saturday because I love all the football talk. I won't text in fake names tomorrow because you guys are busy.
Please don't.
So I'll stop doing that. Although the one I did with Jake Lyman last year was pretty funny.
2 years ago.
Two years ago?
Well, you got a former producer like I'm in the sweats.
Oh yeah.
Because you were
But that was a
messing with
phone
that.
call. But
That
anyway,
goes down in radio history. That
good
really
luck
does.
tomorrow, 9 to 11. I love the show. It's a lot of fun, a lot of good football talk. So it's very cool.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yep. So enjoy that for those guys and going to be fun. 9 to 11 tomorrow. All right. I want to get back to some rants that I had earlier on the show. The first, we were kind of arguing over the hall. This was like, I know it was a meaningless football game, but it was an enjoyable, meaningless football game.
And you got mad why?
Because at halftime, which I have no problem with doing at halftime, they cut in on Channel 4 and were given election results. And that's fine. Halftime's a good place to do that. However, they didn't stop at the end of the half because Marsha Blackburn was giving her acceptance speech.
Okay.
And, there was a lot of stuff out of Knoxville that we were getting. And, I was like, that's got to be Kane because Glenn Jacobs was on there, and which was fine. But then I'm like, are we ever going to get back to the game?
And you're like, I want football.
I said that. I wanted
Please
football.
Tell me that your girlfriend said, why don't you grow a pair?
She did not, because she was in the other room. She actually did not care at all about any of this.
Good girl.
So I was irritated because I was like, this is a good game. I'm like, I want to watch some football. And they finally put it on with like 5 minutes left in the third quarter. So again, you will never hear me complain about weather coverage. That is life or death. I don't care if it's a Super Bowl. If there's tornadoes and stuff coming through town and they break in, by all means, I understand. But on this, I wish, and again, this is my plea to you as a former TV guy. And
okay.
I did not, if they said you can watch the game somewhere else, I never saw that. They didn't put it on the screen. I didn't hear Tracy Cornett say that, who's a friend of the show.
Don't you bring her
I'm
into
not,
this.
no, we love Tracy. So if I missed that, that's on me. But I think a lot of people missed it because I saw the talk on Twitter of putting the game back on.
Did Peacock have it?
They could have.
The halftime with Chris Johnson? Yeah, they had it.
They had it?
Yeah.
Okay. They could have. Well, no, the third quarter.
Oh, yeah, they had it all. Peacock did for sure.
Okay.
But Chase is saying he didn't hear Channel 4 say go to Peacock.
I'm watching.
Correct.
I'm watching on Channel 4.
Okay.
So like,
right.
You're right. I probably could have done that.
But as a TV guy, I'm not telling you to go elsewhere. I'm not telling. I need you to stay with me.
But you are airing the National Football League,
right?
And I don't know if you know this or not, but Roger Goodell, he owns you, he runs you.
Tries to.
He tells you what to do.
Tries to.
So Channel 4 is in trouble today because Roger's going to get him. I'm kidding.
Right.
But again, I know I'm complaining about a meaningless game, but it was an enjoyable game.
Okay.
And I wanted to watch it. And congratulations to everybody that won their elections. It's the primary. So I wish we could have planned a little better, but
sure.
But that's
this is a small rant that somebody from Belle Meade would do. So you two guys,
I'm from Bellevue. Okay,
you're on that side.
That's fine.
You're just down from. This is a Belle Meade rant.
Stop with this. South Nashville, Nippers Corner. Meet me there in the corner, buddy.
You're all Belle Meade. You'll come by in some like Jaguar or Rolls and throw something at me.
With what money?
Stop it. Anyway, all right. What's your other rant?
By the way, 2765 says, will there be a live stream or coverage of Titans camp tonight? I mean this with love. I'm not trying to be a smart ass. I don't know. I don't work for them. so I have no idea.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't think they've done that, but
Okay.
I really have no idea.
Do you have another rant?
I do have another rant.
Get it, brother.
I
Lord.
don't like the new T-Rac.
Maybe he doesn't like you.
Well, maybe not. There were so many things on this. Like, number one, my level of care of how much I care about this is relatively low. I think I'm enjoying more watching people bitch and moan on Twitter about it. You know, I will say I think they're trying to appeal to the younger audience, which is probably a smart move. So
Okay.
I'll get that. But it made me realize that we just hate change. We just, as a society, hate change.
Yeah.
Because I just looked at a side-by-side comparison, and I'm like, well, it does look more like a raccoon
now
than it did before.
So I saw the unveil this morning, and I immediately wanted to check my trash can because I've seen that raccoon in my trash can. The previous T-Rac, no, friendly, lovable, invite him to your party. This T-Rac, I'm like, God, if I touch him, am I going to get mange? Rabies? I don't know, right? I don't know. The other one was lovable, funny. It wasn't the best, but this one looks like
it may bite you. And
maybe that's what they're going for.
I was impressed they got a real raccoon to do some of the videos.
Did they?
There was one running around, and there's pictures of the new T-Rac with a raccoon.
There are people who adopt raccoons.
Yeah.
And like
there are people that eat
pets.
raccoons too.
I ain't going that far. I'm not Davy Crockett. I'm not going that far.
Look, in the grand scheme of things, and I put this on Twitter too. In the grand scheme of things, win more than 3 games. Like that's what I'm looking for.
Right.
But I'm curious too because I've seen so many people complain about it. There was nothing about rebranding T-Rac before this.
Zero.
And it just goes back to, and I'm asking a question because I think they've done better on some of this, but in this situation, I'm like, do you listen to your fans at all? Do you ask your fans? And I understand if you listen to the fans, you'll sit with the fans on certain things, but like when it comes to, you know, the branding and some of that stuff, like I do feel like the fan input should probably be there.
I'm going to hold you off on that right now because have you seen when the fans take over certain things?
That's why I was saying that very carefully.
What was the one McBodie face that they a few years ago? There was a team that did a mascot and they did a name for it, and they put it out and somebody wrote in McBode face. It was funny, and that won, and it had to be what the name was and everything. I would never give anything to the fans. Ain't nothing.
Kuharski may have the best tweet. He tweeted the picture of the raccoon and the new T-Rac, and it just says rabies shot ?
Right. It looks like a real raccoon that's in your trash
Nash
can.
has weighed in and said, bro, you've changed.
Let me tell you, Sean Henry and Bill Wickett, I know you listen to the show, never change Nash.
They did. They've done it one time.
Oh, what'd they do?
It's been like 15 years ago, but he did change barely. Like they just got a new costume that he looks a little different, but it's the same.
Slimmer, a little tougher, like
Jack
a
little tougher
okay.
looking.
All
yeah,
right.
But I agree. Nash is the best.
Everywhere we go to an event and Nash shows up, people lose their mind. And adults, kids, doesn't matter. Nash is extremely popular.
I mean, I think if we're doing Nashville mascot rankings, Nash is number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Tempo might be number 2. I like Tempo. I'm good with Tempo. The Nashville
Coyote?
SC. Yeah, the Coyote. A lot of coyotes around here. I mean, then T-Rac. People, this is what's interesting. This is what tells me how many new people are moving to Nashville because they're like, why the hell is he a raccoon? The state animal of Tennessee is a raccoon. I have no problem with that.
Okay.
Like if they wanted to plant trees, you plant dogwoods. Like I'm good with it. But I don't know. I probably will get used to it and then be fine with it.
Right.
Booster is also a fabulous mascot.
You know who's underrated?
Who?
I'm gonna give you a little clue so you can guess. This mascot's underrated.
A Nashville mascot?
Middle Tennessee area mascot. Monocle.
Mr. C? The Commodore?
No.
Oh, the Governor, Austin P. Yeah,
that's
you're
a
right.
badass costume.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big old giant head. the monocle, because we see it at F&M Bank Arena across from us, right? Dr. Crane knows this, and you see it over there, and it's like, all right, this is kind of cool.
You know what this reminds me of? The greatest press conference of any coach of all time.
Oh, with
the late, great Mike Leach talking about all the mascots in the Pac-12, and, you know,
great.
That was so good.
How to take him down. Yeah, I was like, how do you take him down?
Yeah, how do you do? Well, you know, he's probably got mythical powers. And
I don't mind Mr. Commodore.
No, he's good.
Right? I'm middle with Lightning. Is that the horse?
Yeah. I like Lightning.
Okay.
Yeah, I like Lightning.
What is Cumberland? Cumberland's a Phoenix.
I don't think I've ever seen that one.
Trevecca is the Trojans. Right?
Yeah.
I don't mind Trojans.
You know what I want to see happen when
brawl fight?
Yeah, well, yeah, because you know, they a lot of times, like at a Preds game, they'll invite all the mascots. I want to see Newshound from Channel 5 and Snowbird just start going at it.
That'd be a good one.
Channel 4.
I hope Newshound's neutered. Because that could be a problem.
That could be a problem.
Snowbird's like, what the hell's going on here? Get this thing away from me on all this.
Well, you know, even if they're neutered, they still.
So in all this
Just
talk, local mascots, does Lipscomb win? How are you going to stop a bison?
It'd be tough.
Nash isn't stopping a bison.
I mean, Nash is a saber-toothed tiger, though.
He's a friendly tiger.
I don't know.
You're not stopping.
You follow him on
bison.
Twitter,
right? Well, who wins between a bison and a tiger? I think a bison wins.
I mean, the bison has the size advantage. Tiger's quicker.
Mr. Commodore is not
teeth.
part of this.
Well, he's got a sword, so he's just gonna, you know.
Have you seen how long it takes to get that sword out? He ain't doing anything. Now he can get on Lightning and ride away.
That's why he has bored Saturday nights too.
Good Lord, family show. Oh, we're leaving middle. I'm trying to go around.
Do we count Smokey in this?
No, not at all. You stay on that side. Okay, so we're leaving Cumberland, Trevecca, Lipscomb.
Cool Cat. We can't forget Cool Cat.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. He's top heavy.
He is.
Yeah.
And he's just going to like show up on his motorcycle and ask if you want any cigarettes.
He's the kind of guy that looks like y'all fight and he'll look in the mirror like, I look great today.
Yeah.
And walk off. Cool Cat. Yeah. Is there one we're living out? We said Booster.
Nash, T-Rac, Tempo, Cool Cat, Mr. C, TSU.
Tigers.
What's the tiger name? He's got a name.
He does, doesn't he? God, I should know this.
Lipscomb's a bison. Belmont, is there a Bruin?
Yeah, it's a bear.
A bear? You can't mess with a bear.
TSU is aristocrat.
The Aristocat. Yeah, that's right.
They win because they have the best band too.
Yeah.
And they play that song a gazillion times.
I'm so glad.
It's the best because by like in the first quarter, you're like, just stop playing that. Second quarter, you're like,
the best fight song.
Second quarter, you're humming it. The third quarter, you're like out loud singing that song. It's so very well done.
Do we count Big Red? People are weighing in and asking if Big Red could be in this. You know,
we do get in the Bowling Green.
Yeah.
But Big Red, I mean, it's even our intern back there is like nodding. But Big Red's not going to fight anybody.
It's a Western intern, by the way.
Yes, he is.
Big Red, but Big Red would tackle you, and I mean, he's going to knock you down.
Maybe. I don't think he's got good side-to-side movement, though. Like, he wouldn't do good in a shuttle drill. He couldn't do it. So the winner is, I mean, the Bruin, I mean, you got to beat a bear, right? I mean, can the bison knock the bear down? I think so. Nash and a tiger, I mean, a bison's going to – we saw the bison flip that old man in Yellowstone. Bison's like, don't you take a picture? And then, I'm sorry, that old man running from the bear around the tree, then he flips in the air. Sorry. At an early age, I'm told to stay away from a bison, right? And a bear. So I don't know.
Wasn't his fault. It was the white truck that drove by. It triggered the bison.
Don't you dare defend the bison there, buddy. What about the Trojan? He's got that sword, though, right? I mean, he could stab the bear and the bison and everybody else.
Give me the tiger. 9 times out of 10. Give me the tiger.
Why?
It's fast.
I got that sword, though.
It's quick. It doesn't matter if you have a sword or not. No sword. Like those two saber-toothed teeth getting right into you, the big ones.
What about Nash?
That's what I'm saying. Nash.
Oh, so you want Nash instead of the regular? Okay.
I'm taking Nash all day, every day. One name you guys didn't mention. Obviously, it's up in the rafters of retirement, but Ozzy.
Yeah. Ozzy's
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah.
We miss Ozzy.
So I'm going, if people can weigh in, I am going with the Lipscomb Bison. I think he wins. Tennessee Tech's Golden Eagles.
So this is this like in a fight, you're saying?
Yeah. Well, what do you want? Like a card game?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah, this is a fight to
Tennis.
the death. I'm going Lipscomb Bison. I just don't think you could stop a pissed off bison. We've got video of it.
You ever tried bison meat, Joe?
Was that Ted Turner's place? Ted's Montana Grill? They
I
had
don't-
bison, didn't they?
It's fantastic. So you take another animal minus the bison.
Okay.
You want to celebrate with this win. You want to eat the bison.
That's fine after he destroys everybody else. Who goes out first in all this? Who gets eliminated first? Maybe Mr. Governor?
I don't know. 0667 says with Nash, you're talking about a saber-toothed tiger. They're much larger than a bison. I mean, we're talking about like Nash survived the Ice Age.
All right. Are there saber-toothed tigers still around?
No, I guess
Okay,
not.
then he's eliminated.
But
he's
Nash
gone.
is still here.
All right, so put Nash.
He does
out there.
Nights on the Buzz, for God's sake.
By the way,
He doesn't even talk.
I mean, I don't know if Bison can rappel down Bridgestone Arena.
That's
I know
true.
Nash can. So I'm going the Bison. I'm
taking Nash.
All right. And you,
I'm
Dr.
give me
Crane?
Nash and Tempo in a tag team match.
Oh, Tempo.
I'm with Chase on this one.
Really? Nash and Tempo?
Yeah.
Over a bear and a bison? Give me Belmont and Lipscomb a tag team. Give me Belmont and Lipscomb. You got a bison and a bear.
We get Mr. C as a special referee, and he's going to turn on somebody.
Could do it. Poor Mr. Governor's gone in a heartbeat. He can't run. He's got no lateral movement.
I mean, well, and the Aristocat, too. I mean, he probably factors in. He's a tiger.
He's a tiger.
It's like our
you don't mess
feline
with a tiger.
friends in this entire match would win 9 times out of 10.
You know, maybe I might change to a bear now. I mean, that's a big mean bear. He ain't gonna play.
Chase,
Yeah.
I'm with you on this one, man.
Okay.
This is ridiculous.
Well, we have spent a lot of time on the mascot talk, but this is good stuff.
Good. All
That is for sure. We'll have more coming up next in hour number 3. Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game. Hour number 3, Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game on this Friday. Hope you're having a great start, or I guess it's middle of the day now.
It is middle of the day, buddy.
We had some fun with the with the
the mascots. But
Michael and Madison, as long as this new mascot eats another cheerleader, I'm okay with it.
Right? Or doesn't
run over a quarterback
for the Saints, Adrian Peterson.
No, that was it.
McPherson.
Yeah, it wasn't Adrian Peterson.
No, not Adrian. That was his name.
Yeah.
Not the Minnesota running back.
I don't remember.
Adrian was the Saints quarterback that he ran over. Was it? I think it might have been Adrian Peterson.
It was Adrian McPherson.
Adrian, Florida State quarterback.
Yeah.
T-Rac ran over him. I shouldn't laugh because he sued the Titans.
That was August 12th, 2006.
My gosh.
They need to, if tonight at the scrimmage, the Titans need to do memories of T-Rac with the old T-Rac and include that.
Didn't T-Rac set something on fire too? Because we had
that wasn't necessarily him. They used to have flames when they'd run out,
right?
And it tipped over and caught the field on fire before a game. I was down there when that happened.
It hit a Channel 4 cameraman.
Yeah, it was scary. I mean, it was very scary
at the time. So, Dr. Crane, you found what got all this started? The Mike Leach
did, yes.
Can we play it? Let's do it. This is
what kind of mythical powers does a Sun Devil have? We got to consider that. I'm going to say the Wildcat's out. The Trojan, does he have a horse or is he on foot? Does he have a bow and arrow or just his sword? The Bruin, definitely formidable. Another bear up there at Cal. The tree, I imagine that tree's going to get chopped down. Unless we're going to go with a bird and somebody might get pecked or something. I don't know. And then the duck might lose interest and just fly away and get out of there, which may be good advice under the circumstances. The husky, no chance. The beaver, we'll see how long that beaver can hold his breath. The ute, again, we're back to, is he on horseback? Does he have a bow and arrow? Did he trade for a rifle? I mean, because if that ute's got a rifle, there's some definite problems. And then, you'd have to get one of those Harry Potter activists to read up on how you kill a Sun Devil, because there's a lot of outside stuff there. Just as far as a beast alone, a buffalo's going to be pretty hard to tangle with. I mean, a buffalo's utterly outstanding. Well, but Butch is going to have to be clear-minded and crafty. I mean, Butch will find a way. There's no question. The Coug will find a way. Clear-minded and crafty, a combination of stay out of harm's way and attack when you get your chances or your openings.
That is one of the all-time classics.
So who
the
wins?
Late great Mike Leach.
Is it the Bear?
He was saying the Cougar because he was with Washington State at the time.
Yeah, say that
exactly.
Clear-minded and crafty.
By the way, there are some Cougars I met at the Boundary back in the '90s. They would have.
Were they clear-minded and crafty?
They were. Yeah, they were undefeated. Holy cow! Yes, indeed.
That's Broadway later tonight.
My goodness, miss the old Boundary. I saw. Hey guys, how you doing? Saw him at the Boundary many times back in.
Did you?
Yeah, many times hanging out. Hey, it's great to be here. Oh,
if you know, you know.
By the way, Chaser, I got a nice little list for it. So the Hall of Fame game happened last night.
It did. I got to watch most of it.
They've got the 5 absolute first-round no-brainer next year's class that I'm reading right here.
All right. By the way, Carson Beck did not look terrible last night.
He's
pretty
good. I mean, he was
considering who you're going up against.
Right. Number 1, no-brainer next year, and I agree with this. Nobody likes to talk offensive lineman, but Willie Anderson, Cincinnati Bengals, 96 to 07, was all-pro every year. Willie Anderson was an outstanding football player. To me, he's a no-brainer. But everybody bitches about Lyman.
Oh, are we talking about for the Hall of Fame? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I
What do you think we're talking about?
I thought you were going draft, and I
No,
was really
gosh, no.
confused on that. Okay, so this is
Willie
the Hall
Anderson
of Fame. Yep.
is, in your opinion, Chase McCabe, does Rob Gronkowski go in first ballot?
Well, Brady's going in too, right?
Not next year, the year after.
I mean, yeah, probably.
His 2011 season was perhaps the finest in history for a tight end. Here in the first of 4 first-team All-Pro nods. That year had league-leading 17 touchdowns. Gronk was a revolutionary talent and a focal point for the game's defining dynasties. First ballot. I think he's a first ballot.
I think so too.
Another first
4-time
ballot.
Super Bowl champ. Yeah.
And I don't know about this, but they say he's there. Torrey Holt.
Well, he's not first ballot.
They say he's first ballot. I don't think he's a first ballot.
No, he's been retired
since 2009.
Yeah, so that's not first ballot.
Well, this is the first, like, they're all right, not first ballot. They think he should go in next year.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Let's see. 11 years in the league, over 13,000 yards, 74 touchdowns. I don't know. That's Hall of really good.
If he gets in, it'll be a boon for others like Reggie Wayne and Steve Smith who are looking to get in down the road when they come up. I don't think, I mean, one day, yeah. All right, Adrian Peterson.
No question.
In there. I'm watching highlights of him. My God.
No, there's no doubt.
He's just massively huge. The other first ballot.
Pause.
They say goes in. Well, first time. I guess it's the first time up. Jason Witten. Well, two tight ends.
Been up. I feel like he's been up before.
Well, 2 tight ends head to Canton in the same class.
Yeah, he was eligible. He was eligible this year.
Okay, they say he goes in next year. 17 seasons,
and he's got over 13,000 yards receiving as a tight end. I'd say yeah.
Yeah. And you know where he is now, which is kind of cool.
He's coaching, isn't he?
Oklahoma.
Yeah.
That's all they got. But I think Gronk deserves to go in next year.
Yeah, I'd put Witten, Gronk, Peterson.
Not Torrey Holt.
No, probably not Torrey Holt.
I think Willie
Who
Anderson.
are some first ballot guys that are?
That's all they showed me right here was these guys.
And
the discussion will come up again about Bill Belichick. After last year's nightmare, Belichick should be a no-brainer in the class of 27.
And then you do Patriots in the Hall of Fame game against
Cowboys.
I think Tom is eligible next year. I think that was the whole talk that Brady and Belichick may go in at the same time.
He's
Adrian Peterson. Okay, maybe not.
He's not
Ben Roethlisberger is. He'll go in.
Didn't even mention Ben in this either.
Headlining first-time eligibles: Adrian Peterson, Ben Roethlisberger, Rob Gronkowski.
That's weird that Ben's not even on this list.
Other notable first-time eligibles:
and this
Richard
list,
Sherman, Cam Newton, Antonio Brown, Andrew Whitworth.
And this list is from NFL.com, and Roethlisberger's not even on there. I think he's a Hall of Famer, no doubt in my mind. But Antonio Brown's on there?
I think so, yeah. Here are the best NFL players eligible for next year's class: Roethlisberger, Gronkowski, Peterson, Richard Sherman, Antonio Brown, Cam Newton, Andrew Whitworth, Alex Mack, Hall of Fame finalists under the Pro Football Hall of Fame selection process. Modern era players who reached the final phase of selection the previous year but didn't make the call will automatically be finalists next year: Willie Anderson, Terrell Suggs, Marshall Yonda. We'll cover that.
Yeah, I'm Willie Anderson all day.
I think Yonda too. I mean, all three of those guys are deserving. So I think. I mean, it is Ben first ballot to you?
Roethlisberger?
Yeah,
absolutely.
I think so.
Stats: 3 Super Bowls, won 2 of them.
So I think you go Ben, Gronk, Adrian Peterson.
Willie Anderson's got it.
Willie Anderson, Belichick.
Yep. And then the Hall of Fame game would be Patriots versus Steelers,
I think.
or the Bengals.
Yeah, or the Bengals. But I think you do Patriots Steelers.
Or you got to go National League, don't you?
No, it doesn't matter. National League
Or NFC. AFC.
No, you don't
NFC.
have to. Because the Titans play. It was the AFC. No, that was the AFL too.
That was the AFL, pal.
And last night was all NFC.
It was, wasn't it? Where have I been? Just ignore me.
You have to wait 5 years to get in the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
That is correct.
You do.
Bill's last season was 23.
Coaches are different.
Coaches are different.
Oh, they are different.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because there's a coach in the Hall of Fame who I do not think belongs in the Hall of Fame.
Bill Cowher.
Bill Cowher. Bill Cowher
Okay.
should not be in the Hall of Fame.
All right. Does the guy that replaced him deserve to be in the Hall of Fame? Mike Tomlin won. He's won
one Super Bowl.
2.
One
One is an assistant, I believe.
but as the head coach.
Yeah. But I think he's got 2 total.
But as head coach, he's been to 2,
Right.
8 and 10. Man, that's a good one. But he was average those last 8 years, right?
Yeah, he was so he was an assistant with Tampa. Is that
02?
right?
Yeah.
And then one
Was it 02? He was on Tampa's team? Yeah.
Yeah. Most consecutive non-losing seasons to begin a coaching career with 19. That's got to count for something.
Pretty good. But how many 8 and 8s were in there?
I don't know. He's 193, 114 and 2. He's 8 and 12 in the postseason. So total record 201, 126 and 2.
Yeah, he's Hall of Famer.
I think so.
Yep.
You know, he was a graduate assistant at Memphis.
There you go. What year was this?
96.
Was he really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the year that Memphis beat Peyton. That's the $10 million loss game. Because if Tennessee wins that game, they go to a big bowl. And man, we took it. Jay Graham had a good game, and then Memphis took down.
Do you remember where he went to college?
William and Mary.
Yes, sir.
That's
Well
right.
done.
Our friend Mark Owens from MTSU, I think, was the SID.
I think you're right. Because who
for
was the
Memphis
coach?
football?
Who was the head coach?
Was it Rip Sher?
Who?
Rip Sher. I think it's who it was. I mean, oh, you got me now. Memphis football coach, 1996. I liked it better. It was called Memphis State. Memphis football coaches. Was it Rip Sher? Rip Sher. Hold on. Don't go anywhere. How you guys doing today? Who was it? It wasn't. It was Rip Sher. JoJo.
Look at you.
Oh, he was terrible. It's 22 and 44. Then Tommy West was there for 9 seasons. And Justin Fuente, and now Charles Huff.
Yep. Well,
Wow.
you missed a few in there, but
What did I
that's okay.
miss? Oh, I skipped over
Yeah,
Larry
okay.
Porter and Daryl Dickey and Mike Norvell. Who was there that recruited? Ray Dempsey. That's right. Rex Dockery was a good coach who got killed in the plane crash. Going to the Lawrenceburg Quarterback Club to get an award in the plane crash. Killed him. Then Ray Dempsey took over. Oh, so Memphis State. I like take it back to Memphis State and then University of Memphis. You know where Memphis?
Well,
Who was coach there when Elvis passed? Richard Williamson. Man, I'd go down and I'd say Richard Williamson. I said, Coach, I'm gonna come down. Let me do kind of punt returns. Here's a big A. Anytime you want to come down, you can do whatever you want. I said, man, I'm gonna get there now. Let's find out. It's a good time right now. Go on a tunica. It's Friday. It's Friday, man.
It is
It's
Friday.
just-
we will step away, come back with more, maybe. Who knows? Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game. Breaking news out of the Titans. It is looking like they have paid someone that deserved to be paid. Ian Rappaport of the NFL Network reporting that the Titans have agreed to a 4-year, $100 million with $88 million guaranteed with Peter Skoronski, making him the highest paid guard in the league.
Good.
So they have.
He's turned into a really good player.
He has. Worth the 11th overall pick? I'd say yes.
Yeah, right. I mean,
so 4 years, $100 million, $88 million guaranteed for Peter Skoronski, getting his contract extension, which we all kind of felt like was going to happen during training camp.
what's the cap? 340, 304?
Yeah, something like that.
They got,
and this doesn't even tell you what the cap hit is,
right?
Because they can move all that. I mean, they could say 88 million is his signing bonus, and the rest is his salary.
Good. Have we brought his name up in the last 2 years as a concern?
No,
none.
No.
We even commented when they got their ass kicked. Guys up, really good. Great job. Good signing. Well done. And some people are like, I can't believe you're paying. It ain't your money.
No. But I mean, he deserves it.
Right.
And like, what has been the biggest gripe for Titans fans for years and years and years?
Parking.
Besides that, they draft and the mascot. They draft they draft players and then they don't keep them.
Right.
And they go somewhere else, like Jack Conklin. I mean, I look back at that one. That was a mistake. They should have kept him.
Yep.
So you got your right or your left guard signed, and you got him for the next 5 years.
Good. Great player. I think he's turned to really something special for this team and move on. I mean, now you got 1/5 of the line set. I mean, he's good, and just figure other pieces out. The offensive line for the Titans is going to make or break this season.
Well, and here's what they hope happens this year. They hope that the right tackle is in place and that Latham takes a step forward, and then you go ahead and you can get that done. And, you do have the 5th-year option you can use for him too. This is year 3. So you hope that he solidifies his spot. I think they really would love that 5th or 6th round, whatever he was, and Pat Coogan at some point becomes the center.
Don't you leave out Jackson Slater, buddy.
Jackson Slater become the right guard, even though that doesn't feel good right now. But, maybe you got those guys here and you just don't know it yet.
And they turned something really good, and then you got to figure out a left tackle. We had Teron on yesterday. It's like, Teron, if he's average, Teron's like, oh, yeah. If he's
average, you got it for this year, and then that's your second-round pick next year.
Good for them, man. I mean, that's a solid pick, solid getting him paid and everything else. And I'm sure people will gripe about that, which is fine. But good. He's there now. Move forward.
Titans have made it official. They just put that out there that they have.
Do it, buddy. God bless you, pal.
Gotten it done.
Damn it, Jim Wyatt. We had him on at 12:30. Why couldn't he tell us then?
Yeah. I almost asked him about it too, and I was like, well, he works for the team. He's not going to be able to say.
See, that's the problem. Ask the question. I was going to say is no.
I know.
Dr. Crane, get Jim back on the phone and ask him why the hell he didn't tell us at 12:30. We could have had this first.
Here's the quote. This is quote. This is a tremendous blessing. It's a reflection of the work, sacrifice, and support that has helped me get to this point, and I don't take any of that for granted. Thank you to Miss Amy, Mike Borgonzi, and Coach Sala for believing in me from the moment I got here. This is where I wanted to be. I love this organization. I love this city, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to continue representing this franchise. I appreciate the faith they have shown in me, and now it's my job to earn it every day. I'm excited for what's ahead, but more than anything, I'm ready to get back to work.
Get back to work, Peter Skoronski.
Get back to the huddle.
Skoronski sounds like that blue-collar detective in Chicago who ain't going to put up with your garbage, Chase.
No, nor should he.
No, he's not going to. And you run.
I love it. I'm happy for him.
And you run a red light, and here comes Detective Skoronski. You're like, hey, man, He's like, no excuses. Get back to work, just like my nephew does, Peter Skoronski.
So multi-year extension for him, which is really, really cool.
What does Mike Sando say about this? Anything?
I don't know. We don't have him on usually. haven't talked to Mike Sando in a while.
Right? Didn't know it popped on anything.
I don't know.
Or that. So who's the next guy? Is it Latham?
I think they're done for a while. I mean, you got Simmons done. You got Skoronski done. I think everybody else is, let's wait and see. Now, here's an interesting question.
Get you a little pep in your step.
Here's an interesting question. What if Calvin Ridley has a good year?
I hope he does.
Because they redid that deal. So I don't know assuming this could be the last year.
Mm-hmm.
He took a pay cut. What happens if he has a good year?
As he should.
Right. Like, do you just say, hey, your hope is that the younger guys had a good year too, and you can cut bait and move on? Or
so this will be his
I need to look at
year in the league.
Yeah.
Was he on that 17 Alabama team that won the national title?
Yeah, yes. I think so.
So they went to the Falcons, then to the Jags, set out, had some mental health things he had to work through. He had some other things he had to work through. So, yeah, it would be because we don't talk about him in awe in the positive of 26. But that would be great. That'd be great if he's outstanding. Because right now, all I think about Calvin Ridley is dropping passes because he's afraid to get hit.
Yeah. Let's see. His Calvin Ridley contract. So it was originally a 4-year, $92 million deal. He later restructured to lower the cap hit by roughly $11 million for the 2026 season. So it is now. So you can get out of it after this year because the dead cap would be actually there'd be one more year on it, and the dead cap will be $7.5 million. So if he has a bad year, then you cut bait, and if not, then you just let it ride out.
I don't know what any of that means with a dead cap.
Basically, you'd have $7.5 million count against your cap for him not to be here.
Okay.
But if he does, he's not, I don't think he's coming back next year because if you keep him, the cap hit is $29.75 million.
R.I.P.
So he's gone. That's what I would say to that.
He's 31. He'll be 32 in December. So next year, I hope he's great. There's not a problem with him. He comes out and plays his tail off. But I got to see it, man.
Tommy says, what's nice is Amy finally opened up her checkbook. We've let go of a lot of good players because she wouldn't do so. And look, that's going back to her father.
Listen to this. When Calvin Ridley was younger, he played on a Pop Warner football team in the same league as Lamar Jackson, Marquise Brown, quarterback Trayvon Mullen in the Pompano Beach area of Florida. Can you imagine that? Because I've seen the video of Lamar Jackson in Pop Warner, unstoppable. And then Ridley's part of that. Yeah, he was on the team in 17. Look, I hope he has a great year, man. I hope he really does. But I got to see it. I didn't see it last year at all.
Yeah, I agree.
You better agree.
By the way, Flannel Fred's mad at me for my T-Rac take.
Oh, FF, what's wrong, buddy?
He says, why are you doing this? Just to get people to engage with you? You're acting like they rebranded with a flamingo or something.
Flannel Fred. It's a family show, buddy. Good Lordness. I think it's a great take.
Yeah.
Flannel Fred. I like the alliteration.
What is it about people like this on Twitter that their profile picture is like a blurred selfie from the side with the sun behind them? Like,
well, maybe they want to see the sun. Maybe it's Sunsets in You, buddy.
That's a great song. It's a fantastic. Where can we get that song?
You can get it on Apple Music to search Joe Dubin, and there it is.
Yeah, there you go.
Flannel Fred. Need to get you a soundtrack, buddy.
Yep. Well, I'm excited for Peter Skoronski. He deserves it. And good on the Titans and Mike Borgonzi for getting that done before the season starts. You got the two guys that deserved extensions. You got those done, and now you can focus on the season.
By the way, 2989 pal says Joe's Elvis needs some work. Is he? Oh, okay. He's joking. Okay. Hey, so man, I want to do some work. All right, 298. I get the joke, buddy. Thank you, 2989. Love you, buddy.
We'll continue and react to this more. Coming up next, Chase and Big Joe on this Friday, 102.5 The Game. Chase and Big Joe on a 2-5 The Game here on this Friday, having some fun today. The Titans with a scrimmage tonight, and they will be able to celebrate Peter Skoronski with his contract extension. You need a second?
Let that chorus get in for 1 second. 1 second.
It's good right here. Where was this at?
Key West, baby.
Oh, down in Key West. This is awesome. Well done.
Thank you, buddy. Chills.
Well done.
I get chills when I hear it. It's weird, man.
Yeah. It sounds good, man.
That's a song I wrote when I was severely depressed. And to hear it right now, I'm telling you, man, it's next level. So appreciate you, boys. Thank you.
And look, this could
you never know.
You never know.
That's right. It's
never know what
right.
what God has in store.
There you go, baby.
That's the best way to put it.
You're right.
But again, Peter Skronsky, 4 years, got a 4-year deal, 100 million, 88 million guaranteed, highest paid guard in the National Football League.
Isn't that crazy?
And it's well deserved.
Highest paid. They have Simmons was like for 4 days, right? Highest paid defensive tackle, and then Jalen Carter took over, and now another one. Look, foundational pieces, man. I love it. I absolutely love it. I think it's great.
So this is what Easton Freeze of A to Z Sports says. Necessary and well-deserved. Feels like the Titans got a little bit of a team-friendly deal here in the grand scheme of this market. He would have absolutely been justified in asking for 26 to 27 million as the annual average.
Right.
But the guaranteed money figure is extremely healthy. I'm sure his camp is ecstatic about that.
I mean, we're going to squabble over $1 million.
I mean, look, I think this is a great deal.
Chaser, what's the downfall of man throughout history?
Greed. Yeah.
You're getting paid well, get what you deserve.
Well, and like the moment his pen hit paper, his life changed. Now his life changed when he got drafted, but like $88 million is guaranteed to go in his bank account.
Pretty good.
Like think about that.
You earned it, man. What do we talk about all the time? Everybody's jealous of you, but nobody's jealous of how you got there. That guy busted his ass in high school at Northwestern, became a great All-American player, and now he's in the pros. Good for him.
They hate us because they ain't us. That's how people are. But you're right, jealousy.
Right.
It's exactly what it is.
Exactly right.
So I think it is well deserved.
It is. Good for him. So
looking forward to now he's got to continue to play, at that high level.
Sure. Are you going tonight over there?
I'm not.
All right. Is our esteemed afternoon crew or Titans crew going, guys?
I know Connor's going.
Good.
And Parker, if I let him have his credential, which is sitting in there. It's a joke. It's a joke. Ian Rappaport also adds, the Titans spent this offseason finding players from the outside to come in and thrive. Quietly, Peter Skronsky has done it in Nashville, now the highest paid guard. He fit, we were talking about culture earlier and what Robert Saleh said. I think he fits their culture.
He does.
100%.
But didn't we play the interview earlier with Robert Saleh, the NFL Network, and we're asking about bringing guys in that from the offseason that knew him, knew the system. This is all part of it, which is really good, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. So I'm ecstatic for him. I am so ecstatic for him.
And then, but you got to put it together. I mean, he'll do it, but build all the pieces around him and see what this team could do, man. I just think there's some good things for this team that could be a lot better than what people think. Yeah,
I would agree. I mean, what are we thinking tonight with the scrimmage? I know he kind of went through it. Might be some special teams and stuff.
Didn't Vrabel do long snappers?
He did. He did.
What an ass!
But it'll be cool to see them. Like for the fans and like think about it, this is the first time of the year at Nissan Stadium.
I don't know what the plan is, but would be fun. 2-minute drill.
Yeah.
Down the field. Not a lot of hitting going on. Run the offense. People want to see that big plays. So yeah, I mean, and then look, you're gearing up, you hit the road Monday to go to San Francisco. You got the practice out there with the Niners. That's your focus tonight though and look, some of these guys have never been in Nissan Stadium. Carnell Tate hasn't.
Yeah.
This whole draft class hasn't been there. So it's a lot of fun for those to see and kind of, all right, this is my home for 1 year. What's happening? And then go out and have a good time today.
Yeah. So that is, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. And then they get going next week in San Francisco, which I think is going to be the first real test for them because they'll practice a day with the 49ers. Granted, I know they're dealing with some injuries, but still you're hitting somebody else.
Yep.
And for the offensive line and defensive line, I think that's huge. Keep your composure, and then you go into the preseason game Thursday night. We'll probably find out a little bit more, maybe tonight or Sunday when Saleh speaks of what his plan is for the preseason. I'm with Coach Fisher. Give the starters a series, but they need to play. Like, they need to play some. Let Cam go out there for a series, get some excitement, see him with Tate, and then next week play him, a quarter or something like that.
Would you be okay if you just handed the ball off?
I mean, throw one pass at least. But yeah, who did that a few years ago? That was Vrabel, right? I think Vrabel did do that. He put the starters in, and all they did was hand off.
I think so, yeah.
So you could certainly, make it safe, do some quick plays and, stuff like that. I don't need him standing back in the pocket for,
not at all.
30 seconds.
None of that stuff, right?
But coming up next, we'll put a bow on this week with what day is it and celebrity birthdays here on this Friday. Chasing Big Joe, presented by the Omni Nashville Hotel, 102.5 The Game. Chase and Big Joe, 102.5 The Game here on this Friday. DVD coming your way here in just a few minutes. Real quick, Gary wants to weigh in on the new stadium for the Titans. Gary, what's up?
Hey guys, I just rode by it, man. I think spectacular. It looks immaculate. So I think the inside's going to be bad too. My thing would be the Titans need to put a professional team on that field when it opens. But that's not my question. My question is, there's all this interest for baseball here. If I was a planner, I would have had some retractable seats coming down the first and third base line, and I would have built that into the first bad professional football, baseball, and you would have got a team in 2 years. What do you think about that?
Yeah, thanks for the call, Gary. Appreciate it. I feel like that the days of sharing a stadium between two teams are kind of gone. I know that was,
Indeed.
I think that was briefly talked about by us, but I don't think the Titans, ever thought that way. But
You're right.
it would, look, it makes sense, but in many ways it doesn't, because the playing surfaces get beat up in different ways. And, you had punters and kickers like having to, kick off dirt for so long on the diamond.
Right.
But appreciate you listening and weighing in. That was,
He's right. It looks beautiful. When
Yeah.
you're coming down, man. It looks really good. So yeah.
Fat Hog in Murfreesboro said, yesterday was National Wiggle Your Toes Days. Did any of y'all wiggle your toes when you announced that? I did. What about the listeners?
Fat Hog, thank you for listening to that.
2989 said, hey, Big Joe, that was your song. Wowza, that was really, really good. Where can I find it? Great job, Big Joe. The best.
Thanks, pal. Music Box Entertainment. Search that, Music Box Entertainment, and then Sunsets and You, and there it is. We have a whole album out.
All right. Well, I'm going to be listening to it on the way home today.
Thanks, buddy. Big party tomorrow night at Scoreboard. Come out and see us. Hey-o.
Yeah. I will. I just might. After the Cats win the game.
You better do that.
With that, let's get to what days and celebrity birthdays.
Okay, first on the list, we have our annual, AARP message. Thank you. Not old enough. Aged Care Employee Day is today. Beach Party.
What is it?
Aged Care Employee Day. So I assume like caregivers.
Gotcha.
Beach Party Day is today. Braham. Oh boy, I missaid it again.
Yes.
I did. Braham pie.
What is it supposed to be?
I think it's just Brahm pie, right?
Brahm pie?
Yeah, I think that H is silent.
I've heard of Jeff Brahm, but I've never heard of Brahm pie.
Heard of pie.
It's a Braham, Braham pie. No?
No idea.
It looks like pumpkin pie. I know I mispronounced this.
That's okay.
I know I have. International Beer Day is today. So if you, want to enjoy a Friday with a nice beverage. National Lighthouse Day is today. National Sea Serpent Day. Interesting. Particularly Preposterous Packaging Day. It's a lot of P's. Professional Speakers Day. I guess that's us three, right?
That is us. Hello.
Purple Heart Day is today. And Raspberries and Cream Day.
Well done. I looked at all there are no more teams that share stadiums.
Nope.
I
think Oakland was the last one.
Oakland and then Hard Rock before they moved.
Yeah.
The Marlins. Okay. All right.
Because Candlestick, the Giants moved out of Candlestick way before the 49ers.
They sure did, Chase. Let's see here. All right, time for celebrity birthdays. Get these within two. I'm trying to find my list here. There we go. All right. Dr. Grady, go first. You ready?
Yes, sir.
How old is Hall of Famer? He's a purple people eater, Alan Page.
Purple Pete? What?
Oh, boy.
Good Lord.
Oh, boy.
The Minnesota Vikings had a front line back in the day. They're called the Purple People Eaters because, not what you about said, because they were purple, the Vikings purple. Alan Page.
63.
78.
81. Very close. So close, Chase. Chase, famous marathoner, long distance runner, Alberto Salazar.
67.
74.
68. Chase is up 1-0. Dr. Crane Howell's baseball player, Edgar Santeria.
56.
68.
51. Chaser, this guy punted in college and the NFL for what seemed like 100 years. Shane Leckler, punter at Florida State and for the Raiders.
Do they call him Legs or Lex or something like that? Shane Leckler is 49.
50.
50 exactly. Dr. Crane. Dr. Crane, how old is Sidney Perry today? Not Sidney Perry. Sidney Crosby. I don't know who Sidney Perry is. Sidney Crosby.
Sidney Crosby is
Katy Perry's cousin.
There you go. Let's go 37.
Sid the Kid is 38.
39. It's tied at 2. Chaser, how old is Mike Trout?
33.
35.
35 exactly. 4-2. Dr. Crane. This guy proves to me that our next birthday that you could also play in the NFL because y'all the same size. Kyler Murray.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, buddy.
Kyler Murray's going to have a great year with the Vikings. He is 29.
30.
29 exactly. Dr. Crane's up 6-2. Chaser, Jalen Hurts' birthday's today.
28.
30.
28 exactly. You guys are good. 6-4 now. Dr. Crane, Newman off Seinfeld, Wayne Knight.
72.
71.
71 exactly. We're tied at 6. Well done. Chaser, David Duchovny from X-Files.
He is
good.
68.
65.
66. Dr. Crane get closer. You're up 7-6 right now. Dr. Crane, how old is Charlize Theron, the actress?
In what movie or show?
She was in Mad Max, Fury Road.
She was just in something I just saw too.
Monsters, something movie.
50?
Let's say she's 61.
51. Dr. Crane's up 8-5. All right, 8-6. All right, here we go. Chaser, Garrison Keeler from Prairie Home Companion.
63.
68.
84. Dr. Crane, country singer Rodney Crowell.
62.
59.
76. Chaser, singer Bruce Dickinson of Iron Maiden. Not from the Need More Cowbell.
73.
69.
68. You're up 9-6. One more. Let's see here.
I can't believe you're going to leave one off.
I'm just going on what's my list here.
Okay.
Is there one I'm not missing? How about one more? He passed away. Why is he on the list here? How about let's go with Chaser? How old is actor Michael Shannon? He was in The Flash.
53.
50.
52, but that's it. Dr. Crane, you win 9-7. Who are we leaving out?
There's a big sports birthday that I've seen on Twitter.
Who is it?
Lee Corso.
Didn't make the list, pal.
Okay.
Hey, you're not that guy, pal.
Do you know how old Lee Corso is?
I do. He is 91.
91.
I was going to say 100.
Shout out to my dad, by the way. Today's his birthday. So,
him
and his twin sister.
All right. Happy birthday.
Your dad's a twin?
He is.
I hate when people say 2 twins.
He's also an Irish twin as well.
That means 4 kids, so I'm not a fan of that. But happy birthday to your good father. He's a good man.
Thank you.
You have a good dad there, buddy.
Yeah. Happy birthday. He's a great dad.
He's a great dad.
He's a great guy.
We love him. Can't take Elvis, though, but we love him.
That is going to do it. That is going to do it for us here today.
Yeah. All right, guys. Great show. Thank you as always this week. And look to our guys out there. Continue going to therapy. Continue to know how much God loves you. And we talk all the time about what you're going through and everything. If it's rough, you're having a bad day, just sit down and ask God for a break. Just say, Lord, I need a break today. Can you help me? He just wants you to talk to him, man. We know how beautiful you are, how strong you are. Need you here, right? Need you here to walk your daughter down the aisle, to hold your grandbaby. You are powerful. Our world is a better place when we have big, wonderful, beautiful, strong men around, and that's what you are. We love you, and know more importantly, more than anything else in the world, know how much God loves you.
Amen to that. Peace, love, rock and roll DVD coming your way next on 102.5 The Game.